Hi, you're watching the movie canon? Watch Gio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I'm Giovanni, and this is Figures Talk, episode number 4. And I hope you guys can hear me just fine here. Trying to make sure that the mic is working okay. Let me know, guys, if there's some kind of an issue there. For today's episode, we do have a stack panel. I'm going to call my panel the Canon Council. So I have a few individuals here. A couple of them have been here before, and a couple of them have not been here on Figures Talk, and they're going to play a couple games, keep, gift, or destroy. So we're going to see what choices they're going to make, and then some other stuff we're going to be throwing in there here tonight. But let me actually go ahead and put a little bit of music in here. It's a bit too quiet now, and then let me know, guys, if there's any issue with the music as well. If it's too loud or whatever the case might be, go ahead and let me know. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring our very first guest. Now, this individual has been here before, and this is actually his 4th time. So he's been on my show, Figures Talk, every single time we've had the show. So I'm very excited and glad that he is back. And then we have here Mr. Yomo. Zach, how are you doing?
What's up? Thanks for having me on, Gio. It's been a pleasure every time. I've been doing okay. I told you a little bit behind backstage that I think I might be coming down with something. Got some chills, but at the moment I'm doing pretty good. So just fighting through it, and happy to be here and be on the guests that we have tonight. So it should be fun. I'm definitely excited. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being back here again. So I'm very excited for you here again. And I think we're all just dealing with some kind of sickness in the last, like 60 days. I had it in December. Some of us already had it like before you. It's your turn. It is your turn. Right? Our next guest, he has been here before as well. And he is the current Figures Talk champion, Mr. Danny, good old SPOTCHKA. How you doing?
The current champion, will remain champion. Let's just say it like that. Okay, I'm gonna just put it on the record here. I'm putting the fist up for the championship. What's up, Gio? What's up, Yomo? Good to see you guys. I'm glad that you decided to let me come back on the show, man. This is a lot of fun, and I'm excited to play some games, talk some figures, man. Hopefully you guys start to feel better throughout the week. The weather's been fluctuating a lot here. I'm surprised I'm not sick yet. So I'm sure it's coming next week.
Yeah, so again, Danny, thank you again for being here. Again, you're not defending your title today, but I
get to see who I go up against.
Exactly. 2 people, 2 of our collectors here, our guests, will battle it out today, and whoever wins will go against you, ideally on February 18th, which is 2 weeks from now. But we'll give you guys more details about that in just a little bit. Now, my next guest, he has been on my channel before, but not on Figures Talk. You know him from the Jedi's Night Watch and his own show, The Bugle 6. Rob, Brick Artemis, how you doing?
Yes. Oh man, I'm doing great. I've been looking forward to this show all week, man. Looking forward to getting to that championship, to whoop SPOTCHKA's butt, and no, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. But no, I've really been looking forward to the show. I love what you're doing here, man. As I've been trying to tell as many people as I can, because you do a lot of good stuff for the community, and I'm loving your shows. And dude, awesome that you were able to meet all those people yesterday. I won't get into that. I'll let you talk about that. But man, super awesome.
Definitely cool.
Well, thank you so very much, Brick. I'm always excited to have you on my show, whether it's this one, the Met Report. Always a pleasure to have you here. So thanks again for joining here today. Our last guest here tonight. This is his first time. This is his debut on the Movie Canon YouTube channel and Figures Talk. You've seen him on the Wapush podcast, Mr. Christian Gomez. How you doing?
What's up, guys? It's good to be here, man. I think I was saying it behind the scenes. I know of everybody here, you know, whether it's through the chat or through one of our co-hosts, as y'all know him, Carlos, Mr. Reverse Zio himself. So I'm excited to see face-to-face everybody, you know, get to know the whole crew. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. I know this is the first time here, so you're gonna play Keep, Gift, or Destroy for the first time.
Nice.
Now, Brick has played something similar to it on the Met Report, but for you, this is the very first time that you've seen this game. So hopefully, I selected pretty good choices with a friend, you know, some help from your friends there. so we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's see here. So we do have, I want to address the chat real quick here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. And then, guys, I'm still not used to this whole live chat stuff, so bear with me there. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this real quick. Okay, so we have Miami's Nemesis saying here. So hello there, Miami's Nemesis. I've been seeing you on my shows lately, so I'm glad that you're here. Welcome back. And then, of course, Mr. Some Guy, what's up, my favorite peoples? He's always here, always here. So very good, nice guy in the community. Thank you so much for dropping by again, Mr. Some Guy. And then Brick Artemis, good evening to everyone. So saying hello to our chat members here. And we have Mike Litteris. Now, Mike Litteris, am I mispronouncing the last name or the other name? Is it Littoris or is it Litteris? I've been saying Mike Litteris, but I don't know if it's right. So maybe you can correct
I think it's
me.
meant to be Litteris.
I think it's my. Never mind.
Yes. I don't know. So because I've seen Joey called it Littoris. So I'm like, maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know.
Oh, dude, you should have heard him the first time he saw that comment. He was like, Mike, who?
Right? Yeah, it's funny. Evil Sneaker, Mr. Steve. Evening all. How you doing, Steve? Glad you're gonna make it here tonight. And then we have again Nick saying hey, saying hi to Sneaker. Everyone, just saying hi to everyone else here. I'm trying to find if there's any new ones here going on here.
Some guys to go, bro.
Yes. Evil Sneaker says, Mike, pause, Litteris. Hey, bro. So we got that there. Smash that like button, everyone, says Some Guy. So yeah, follow those instructions there, right? Renz Tolentino, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping by, Renz. I really appreciate you dropping by here tonight. Then, of course, we have the legend, Mr. Joey, Collector Joey. Good evening, friends.
What's up, Joey?
How are you doing, Joey? Glad to have you here. And then Yomo saying what's up to everyone. Brick and Some Guy as well. And then Miami's Nemesis, Some Guy. And then Aaron Collects saying, yo, hello there, Aaron Collects. Thank you so much for dropping by. And I know Aaron won the gift card that I did my very first episode of Figures Talk. He won the gift card, the Sideshow gift card. It took him like a week for him to get it because there were some issues going on, but he got it. So thank you for dropping by again here, Aaron. Let's see. Some Guy says, wow, awesome intro. Love it. Thank you so very much, Some Guy. Let's see. Brick Artemis says, bro had Parker's Nemesis on there. Let's see. Evil Sneaker talking to Renz. Aaron, what's up, fellas? Talking to Joey. Aaron's to Evil Sneaker. Sound check is good. Okay, thank you so much, Some Guy. Let's see if there's any other ones that I haven't addressed yet. Mr. Zio, Reverse Zio, Carlos is here as well. Thank you for dropping by, Carlos. Glad you're here. Some guy says, Yomo, feel better. Yes.
Thank you so much.
So, let's see. Yomo is a trooper. Yes, I would agree with that. Mike Lur says, chills, suck ass, feel better, man.
Thank you.
And then we have my friend Miami's Nemesis. Let's see. Some guy says River Zio, my man Carlos. Evil Sneaker saying SPOTCHKA flexing that revamped collection.
Yes, sir.
Spotch. Mike Litteris, Steve, Miami, Zio, some guy, the goats, says Rivers Zio. Some guy says Danny Boy in the house. And let's see if there's any other new ones here. Mr. Alex Montano dropping by here. Hey everyone, hello there, Alex. How are you doing? I'm glad you're doing well over there. And I saw you on the stream yesterday, so very nice stream yesterday. Broke on Toys, let's go. Dropping by here as well. He was on my show actually 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. It's the lit at Mike Litteris, says Collector Joey. Mr. Juan, what's up, Alex? Broke on Toys, Yo Juan, my man. Dilo the Collector, hey. How you doing, Dilo? Jedi's Night Watch, thank you so much for dropping by. And then Christian Gomez, what up, chat? Mike Litteris. Whatever feels right to you, it should roll off the tongue. Okay, then I like Litteris. So I'll stick to Litteris. Mike pause Litteris. The View with Drew. Hey everyone, what's up? I don't think I've seen you on here before, so welcome. Thank you so much for coming by here. Exactly, Sneakers, says Mike Litteris. Excellent news. My channel is 4 subscribers away from 800. Okay, so make sure everyone subscribe to The View with Drew. Miami's Nemesis, The View with the Drew, what's up? Collector Joey, Beetle, what is that? Beetle Brother at the Rents Tolentino. Yomo the God. Okay, so not just the goat, but he's the God, right?
I'm all right, man.
He's all the G's, bro.
So hey to Miami, hope you had a good Sunday. Where'd you get that? Saying a little wave there. So hello there. Where'd you get that, Cody? Hope you're doing well over there. Thank you for dropping by. And we are all caught up, right? So we're caught up. And the things that we're going to do here now, you know, we've been there's been a lot of talk already this week. It's Sunday night, right? So a lot of you guys have seen people talk about the same figures. I'm going to talk about some of them again. I'm not going to spend too much time on there because, like I said, everyone and their mom has already talked about them. But I will focus probably a little bit more on the Han Solo one because, you know, it's a significant figure. A lot of us wanted him, and he's been announced. So I'll definitely put a little bit more effort and time on that one. And then we have the games, Keep, Gift, or Destroy. There is going to be a special edition, Keep, Gift, or Destroy, with all of you guys are going to play. All 4 of you.
Nice.
Plus, Brick will play Keep, Gift, or Destroy, and Christian will play Keep, Gift, or Destroy. Right. And there's the Fantasy Figure Zone, which we'll talk about as well. And then there's the championship between Brick and Yomo to see who's going to go against Danny on February 18th. And also, there's another game that only Danny's going to play, but I'll give him details a little later. So let's go ahead and begin by starting with the very first one here. And I'm just going to start with the older one, the older announcement, right? So we have the Padme from Attack of the Clones. Hot Toys has been released. This is a Sideshow, as you can see right here. And I think I mentioned this every single time that I talk about this. I'm not sponsored by Sideshow. I just use Sideshow because they're accessible, they're easy to navigate, and it's local, at least to me anyways. And so that's why I use Sideshow, their data, their information there. So this figure was released, and I'll give you guys my, movie canon figures talk movie figure file. So this movie comes from the film Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, release date May 16th, 2002. Studio distributor is Lucasfilm. The reception from Rotten Tomatoes, the score is 65% from the critics with 257 reviews. 56% of the audience liked the movie out of a little over 250,000 reviews. Again, this is on Rotten Tomatoes. And this figure is still available for pre-order. I for some reason thought it was waitlisted. Maybe I was thinking of the Anakin, but it's still available on the Sideshow. $275, expected to ship. Well, I'm just using the data that's there, but January to June 2024. So that one's been released by Hot Toys. And the figure itself, initially, because I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I'm fairly new. I'm pretty new still to collecting. It's been less than a year. I'm about to hit that 1 year mark, actually. I think next week, when I first ordered my first, Hot Toy or 1/6 scale figure. So when I first saw this, I didn't really see much of the likeness of Natalie Portman here. There's certain angles that I do see it, but overall, I didn't think it looked that great. So I didn't end up picking her up. Plus, as I've talked about this in my previous Figure Stock show, in the Fantasy Figure Zone section, that I want a Queen Amidala. So I'm kind of holding off on that. And then there's the Anakin Attack of the Clones, what I considered getting, and I almost got had I not gotten the Artisan Anakin, because that was going to be my consolation prize. Like if I didn't get it, I was gonna get the Attack of the Clones, and then therefore I would have to get the Padme. So that was kind of my thoughts on there. Let's go to let's start with you, Rick. What are your just quick thoughts? Because like I said, I know you've talked about this. I don't know how many times already this week, but just very quickly, what are your thoughts on this? Brick. Sorry, Brick.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Rick. I was like, is somebody's name in here Rick? I was like, wait a second. Yeah, I'm happy with this figure. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely not perfect. Like you said, some angles really capture her very well. And I know some people are complaining about her outfit being a little loose, especially around the hips. But man, if it was too tight, we would have those issues with posing and just you wouldn't be able to do much. But I do have this figure coming. She is paid off. And what makes this figure special is we don't have Padmes out there. So that's why I had to get this figure. I'm a huge fan of the prequels. I've got the Anakin coming as well because unlike you, I didn't get the Artisan. So I had to go with the consolation prize and get Padme with him. I think they're going to look great together. Hopefully Anakin comes out within the next month or two as well. And I'm hoping Sideshow sends out Padme soon too. I mean, you know how it is with Sideshow, sometimes taking forever to ship those out. But man, I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know if I'm going to use the, I don't know what you call it, not the cape, but the robe, the half robe, whatever it's called. But I'm definitely, I might have her something like this, just holding her weapon and looking awesome next to my boy Anakin. So really liking this figure. Like you said, I think she could look a little better and with her likeness. But again, it's the only Padme we got, so she's coming home.
I like this image right here, this angle. This one looks good. Like I see Natalie Portman, then I see Padme from this Attack of the Clones film. So I really like that shot there. Let's go to you, Mr. Christian. What are your thoughts on this figure?
Yeah, so I don't really collect too much Star Wars figures, right? I think the only one I do have is Mando, which was like an obvious one for me just because he looked kind of badass. But in terms of at least like the quality figure, I think I'm kind of in alignment with Brick, right? It's like, it's not great, but it's also not terrible. And I think for me, I think the likeness is there, right? And it's definitely depends. Like, I think it's more like the way the lighting is hitting it at times with the shadows. But there's certain angles where you do see kind of that is Natalie Portman. Others, it's like, okay, they probably could have did a little bit better. But I think the quality of the material too, on kind of the full kind of clothing that you got there, looks nice. If I did get the figure, I don't think I'd put the scarf thing on her because you're kind of hiding the good qualities of the figure itself. But yeah, I think she's cool, and it's crazy that this is the only Padme out there.
Yeah,
you'd think there'd be a lot more. I don't know if it's like a licensing issue or it's just really hard to get Natalie Portman's likeness out there. But I know a lot of people are excited for this one, so I'm glad they were able to get this in their collection, man.
Yeah. Yomo, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so this is really cool. Like everyone was saying, this is the only Padme that we've gotten so far. So I definitely want it. I feel like she's definitely an important character, especially to the prequels. I'm a big, as far as Star Wars, I'm a big prequels fan, and my favorite character is Anakin. So that's something I definitely want to have the both of them next to each other, posed together. Like you, I do have the Artisan one. I didn't get the Attack of the Clones one just because, I got that one. I don't really
Yeah.
Does
need
anybody
to
want
at
to
the moment.
trade?
Not yet,
No
not yet.
thanks. No thanks.
We'll see how the hair comes out, but but no, I do want to get the Attack of the Clones one too, but I would be okay with in place displaying that Artisan Anakin with her in its place until I get it. But yeah, I think it's really cool. The likeness isn't great. I think it looked better in hand. I watched a few reviews over the week of people getting it and doing an unboxing. So I do think it looks better in hand. I can't tell exactly what's off on it. I know the eyes have kind of like a death stare if it's like looking straight on. But at certain angles, I think it looks pretty good, and I think overall it's still a good figure, and I'm definitely glad that Padme actually came out. Probably something I'll get later on. I don't have any Star Wars figures at the moment. That Artisan Anakin will probably be my first one, unless I get something in between or pick this up if I can. But definitely excited for this one.
All right. Danny.
Yeah, man, y'all all hit really, really good points about this. It being the only Padme figure that we have on the market, I think they knocked it out of the park, man. The likeness, it's about 90% there for me. At angles I can see it, but like dead on, I'm like, you're kind of right. Mo, like she does kind of have this like,
That's there.
working bitch face almost in a figure, right? So it's kind of badass, man. I like it. Not for me at the moment, I don't think. And by the way, you guys said that you get an Artisan Anakin, and that doesn't mean you don't need Episode 2 Anakin. Fair point. However, depending on how much you love Anakin, man, that's two totally different points in his life, right? And you can have two lightsabers. Come on. Anyway, this Padme figure, they did a really good job with the tailoring. The suit, everything looks nice. I am kind of worried about the yellowing over time. Like, is it going to hold up, right? In a year, we'll have to see. But for everybody who picked this up, man, I'm excited for them. This is going to look really clean next to like some shinies and R2 and all these other figures. So, yeah, man.
If Hot Toys makes a little Annie, I'll get the Attack of the Clones Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, same.
So because at that point, yeah, it's like, okay, now I need the evolution scene right there. But
Gio, on that note, bro, it would be kind of sick to have a young Anakin Skywalker with his pod racer.
Yes.
Dude, if they did a pod racer, it'd be badass, but it'd be so big. But I that would probably be my first vehicle I get. I would
think about it, bro. It's the 25th anniversary this year.
Yep.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
But then again, Hot Toys is infamous for teasing vehicles and not giving it to us. So we'll see.
I feel like we have more of a chance with the pod racer than we do with Anakin himself.
This is so
honestly, just because the child,
just an empty pod racer.
Yeah.
Just try to put one of the grown-up Anakins in there. Just
we have a better chance at that pod racer than we do the N1 Starfighter. What's up, Austin?
All right, so let's get into the chat real quick here. Okay, so we have Mr. Austin Nicholas dropping by. Hey guys, thank you for dropping by, Austin. I still want you to be on a future stream. Hopefully, if you're able to do that, no scheduling, things happen and stuff. So hopefully you're on here sometime in the future and this Figures Talk show here. Miami's Nemesis, Mr. Austin, what is up? And Evil Sneakers saying hello to Austin. And then Austin to Chris. We just finished watching 300. Zack Snyder. I haven't seen that movie in a while. I think I saw maybe twice since that movie came out. Let's see. Miami's Nemesis asking, did you like it? Austin saying, oh man, I love the movie. Rachel just liked it. So didn't love it, but just liked it. Yeah, the movie's amazing, says Miami's Nemesis. Evil Sneaker 300, great movie. Austin Nicholas says, don't give them anything, but take everything from them. There's so many slow motions, and like that was like the first. I don't know if it's the first Zack Snyder movie. No, it's not. Dawn of the Dead is the first Zack Snyder movie that I saw, but that was the one that I noticed the slow motion, the Zack Snyder style, and that one really, really worked for 300. Some other of his movies, he was overdoing it, I would say, but not for 300. This is Sparta kicked, says Miami Nemesis. Evil Sneaker says Padme coming home, so Evil Sneaker is getting her. So Austin Nicholas, Chris, the great thing about the scene is right before that he glances at his wife, like she knows what's about to happen, and like he's almost asking for guidance, and she nods at him. Yeah, I don't remember that part, but I'm sure it was cool. But Miami Nemesis says, yeah, she gave him the okay. She's the boss. Our arrows will block out the sun. Then we will fight in the shade. Evil Sneaker, Obi-Wan is greater than Anakin.
This man cannot
or more
one day without talking about Obi-Wan. Can't talk about that.
No.
Ruffling some feathers, huh?
Brick Artemis saying, oh, Sneaker, laugh out loud. Hey, you live forever. Collector Joy saying, is that the real Austin Nicholas? I hope my wait list converts for Artisan Anakin. How many of you guys are in the wait list for Artisan Anakin?
This guy.
Oh man, hope you get it, bud.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm actually more interested in the episode 2 version than the Artisan one, to be honest with you. I think the likeness is there a lot more.
It's great.
Yeah,
just one out if we get later on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Austin Nicholas, yes, Joey, my best friend. Our Brick Artemis, same here, Austin. My fingers are crossed for the both of us, Brick. Let's see. Mike Litteris, yes, hoping it converts for all, myself included. Danny's going to get mad again. Austin Nicholas. Miami Nemesis, no retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. Even Sneaker, Austin said Austin said fingers around Mike Litteris. Mike Litteris, hey, whatever it takes. Let's see. I would do what I must. Getting every Star Wars figures coming, not missing out on anything. Let's see. Oh man, I would so be in on that pod racer. Yeah. I will make the damn space. So you'll make right. So there's certain vehicles that you're gonna make room somehow, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think that would be one of them for Austin right there. It would be a Chevy pod racer, says Miami. All right, so let's move on to the next figure here, and I think you guys probably know which one it's going to be, and it is, of course, Catwoman, Anne Hathaway from The Dark Knight Rises. Even when I first started collecting, I heard like within a month of being in the community that this figure was taking forever to be released. And it took like 2 years for it to come out?
Yeah, a little over 2 years.
Yeah, so
the in-game Loki treatment.
Yep.
Oh, is that what happened?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh wow. And let's get into the movie figure file here. So this Catwoman, Anne Hathaway, comes from The Dark Knight Rises. Release date July 20th, 2012. Studio distributors Warner Brothers. The reception, Rotten Tomatoes score 87% critics, 379 reviews. The audience, 90% gave it a positive review out of more than 250,000 reviews. The box office for this movie was a little over $1.05 billion for The Dark Knight Rises. So again,
Can I just
sideshow
real quick that Christian was like, he just shook his head when you said July 20th, 2012. He was like, yeah, dude, it's been that long, bro.
Exactly. That's exactly the first thing that popped in my mind. Good Lord, we're barely getting a Catwoman.
I mean, it's been that long since the movie came out, right? Not that the figure was announced, right?
Well, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. This is a
Okay.
2.0 figure.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So it's the 2.0. Oh, yeah, I think I did hear about that. Yeah.
But he's right, though. It did take this long, what is it,
Yeah.
12, 13 years now to get a
I know,
proper
right?
Catwoman.
A proper one, right?
And the information here from Sideshow, priced $290, expected to ship between April and June 2024. Again, just using the data that they have there. Okay, so Catwoman. So I am a big Dark Knight fan, right? Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan, perfect trilogy, I would say. Well, almost perfect. The Dark Knight Rises, I don't think is as good as The Dark Knight,
Oh man.
but I do
man.
like. All right,
I'm
you
so
give me
curious to hear your interpretation of this, Rob. Oh man, hell yeah!
you
Okay, go
you
ahead.
give me your thoughts in a little bit, Brick. But yeah. So Catwoman, Anne Hathaway. I like Anne Hathaway. I think she's a really good actress. And when they announced her, I was excited for her to be, to play the role. And I think she was fine in it, in the movie. I would only get Catwoman if I were to get Bane, which I still haven't pre-ordered. I do plan to eventually get Bane and therefore Catwoman, kind of like the situation with Padme and the little Annie, if they ever announced that one. So I've seen like some pictures of this, and I know you guys have seen pictures of when she's not wearing the mask, like she has like a giant forehead.
Yeah.
And that looks really, really bad. And then there's the little wrinkles that she has on her knees, and that one image that we've seen, throughout the last few days or so. So it's not a figure that I'm going to rush to try to get, but it just really depends on other circumstances. But let's start with you, Brick, regarding a Catwoman. What are your thoughts?
Oh man. I like Dark Knight Rises. Catwoman was not my favorite part about the movie. I thought she did a very good job, but I was always a Michelle Pfeiffer fan. So when you first see a movie, you always compare, right? Like even the first Batman Begins, like I was comparing to my favorite Batman movie, with Michael Keaton and everything. So you always do that first comparison. It kind of ruins the movie for you the first time you watch it. But then as you continue to watch it, this movie was perfection. The figure itself, I think for a 2.0 is not good enough for a 2.0. I feel like they could have done a lot better with this head sculpt. The hair bothers me, whether it's the hairline, which is very noticeable. Being worried, it kind of has that stringy hair Barbie look that you find on Barbie figures or something like that. The suit does worry me, especially if you want to get into this pose. Like, I'm a little bit more worried when it comes to my figures because I spend so much money on them, as I feel like we all should be. But I know there are some people out there that are brave and say, screw it, right? If I had her in that pose on my bat pod for too long, I would check her like every 5 minutes to make sure like nothing's peeling. And because the first Catwoman had a lot of issues with the peeling. And seeing those knees, like you brought up, really worries me that this is going to be a continued issue with this figure. I think her side profile is terrible. But that doesn't mean I think this figure is terrible. I'm really bashing this right now. I think the figure is fine. I think the figure is solid. But I think my take on this is the same take that you gave for Padme. Like it needs work, especially with the likeness. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool. And I want the Dark Knight Rises. I want the Dark Knight trilogy figures. I won't get into Rises right now because I'm sure all these guys want to talk about this figure, but you're wrong, my good friend.
Okay.
Actually, Rob, if you don't, I do want to hear your brief thoughts on Rises.
Okay.
I'm so curious.
Okay. So I love all three of the movies. I specifically like Dark Knight and Rises the most. Begins is phenomenal as well, though. But I feel like everybody likes the Dark Knight more just because of Heath Ledger. And the Joker, it's probably one of the best villains played on screen of all time. But to me, that doesn't mean it was the best story. It doesn't mean that it had the best scenes. The ending to Rises was a perfect ending. It was like Toy Story 3, like the perfect trilogy, the perfect ending. It was probably the first Batman, like I mentioned about the Amazing Spider-Man 2, was it kind of got me teary-eyed. That's why I stick up for that movie. Not to compare these two films. But when him and Alfred, when Batman or Bruce Wayne and Alfred are kind of breaking up basically, and he's kicking him out of his house, that is such a touching moment. And seeing the ending, spoiler alert, where he sees them at that little coffee shop or whatever outside, and I just thought it was perfect. Bane was amazing. the whole climbing up the pit. I mean, it was just, there were so many good scenes. And not only that, but this movie was supposed to bring back the Joker. And then what happened with everything, and all of a sudden Christopher Nolan was able to still, in my eyes, perfect this film and change it as quickly as he did to make it this good still. And like the football scene where the stadium's blowing up, like this to me is slightly superior than Dark Knight. And I guess those are my main points. I could go on a little bit more, but Bane I think is just as good as Heath Ledger when it comes to the Joker. But I mean, the Joker is definitely a better villain, right? So we look at the Joker as, oh, this is the best Joker, the best thing ever. But I thought Tom Hardy did just as a phenomenal job playing Bane. And it's scary.
Tom Hardy was very good in The Dark Knight Rises.
I said Tom Hardy, right? I didn't say Tom Holland.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Actually, Tom Holland and Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was great as Bane for sure. You know, get the direction from Nolan and all that stuff. When it comes to the story of The Dark Knight Rises, though, I felt that it was kind of like number by numbers type of storytelling.
Sure.
And then when it comes to The Dark Knight, I thought there was more surprises. Now we could eliminate the whole issues or the whole familiarity of the comic book, you know, the comic and stuff like that. There was a bit more surprises in The Dark Knight than there was in The Dark Knight Rises. But the only thing that I probably didn't like about The Dark Knight is that the third act feels like it's two. So it's just kind of like we have the resolution, I guess, for the movie of the Joker, and then we still get to the whole Two-Face Harvey Dent situation. And it felt like when they were done with the Joker, it felt like the movie had already ended, but there was still more. So I thought that was structured a little off, but that's the only thing that I had issue with The Dark Knight. And when I saw the first trailer of the full trailer of The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker, I knew just in that like couple minute trailer, I was like, he's the guy that you have to beat for the Oscar that year. And sure enough, he did win the Oscar, but I just think The Dark Knight Rises was a little too long as well, and I don't know. I mean, it was still good. It was still good. But
you're not wrong. I was only messing. I mean, we all have our opinion. I'm not trying to say
no, and that's pretty cool.
That's the beauty of it all, brother.
We're all movie people. We're all movie people, and I mean, we can definitely discuss this on the Met Report sometime, Rob. But yeah, that was just my little take right there. Let's see. Let's move to. How about you, Danny? Let's start with you. You haven't talked about Catwoman yet, right?
I was about to say, I actually have TBA pulled up at the moment. I'm debating doing it during stream. I'm very excited for this figure. I know the rooting on the hair is not perfect. I know. Okay, I'm an owner of the Golden Armor Wonder Woman. Okay, I have the artist, the artisan, the in-art Joker. Okay, depending on how you're posing it, the hair to me does not look terrible, right? And if, long story short, it does get bad, we know people in the community who can root hair pretty good, right? So it's not like all hope is lost. My personal relationship with The Dark Knight Rises, I love this movie. I'm right there with you, Brick. There is some like, so you came back to die with your city. I came back to stop you. Like, there's some dialogue that I'm like, you didn't need to say
that's
that.
what that feels like.
You see what I'm saying? But like, I think it's on par with The Dark Knight, honestly, because the beauty of this trilogy is that the first movie is about fear. The second movie is about chaos,
right? Yeah,
chaos and just insight of events, right? And the third one's about physical and mental pain, right? So I find beauty in that. And this trilogy is very condensed in its own story, right? And this one's very more epic. I just rewatched this the other day in preparation of probably buying this. I was like, this movie still holds up really, really well. This movie's still epic. The Tumblr, like the last 45 minutes of this movie, that scene when Batman gets up on the stairs and he just does like a power like sit up with his chest and he's about to like, kick Bane's ass. I still remember being 11, 12 years old when I saw it in the theater, and I was like, oh shit, bro, it's about to go down. And even as a 23-year-old, I'm like, dude, that's still badass. And yeah, man, I'm probably during the stream probably gonna pick this up, because I'm gonna be curious though about the Batpod, right? Because I don't own a Batpod. She looks really cool on the Batpod. I'm gonna wait it out and see how people's suits and really those legs on the boots and the ankles are going to hold up. To me, though, it looks kind of similar to the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker, though, right? And that I recently just sold, but that had amazing ankles on the pleather material. No breakage, no flaking material. And that's been out for almost a year now, right? So we'll have to see. So I'm very excited for this. As a Christian and Yomo are over here giving their thoughts.
What are your thoughts, Christian?
So I'm gonna have to. I agree with Rob and Spotch here. I actually enjoy the movie. Unfortunately, this figure reminds me of the scene that I hate the most in the movie, where she just kind of just shoots Bane. So, and it's just so anticlimactic, right? So, I actually don't have any of the Nolanverse Bat figures, so it's probably not something I'd rush to pick up. I didn't like any of the bat suits, unfortunately. Don't come at me, guys. I just didn't like the looks of them, right? Just seemed really weird, and I always thought he could never, the fact that, and I know they made it part of the plot on he couldn't turn his neck and stuff, and they kept improving on the suits as the movies progressed, but just, seeing that and then seeing Ben Affleck's bat suit, I steered towards Ben Affleck's bat suit, but yeah, and I could see it in the back, man. It's a beauty. So, in terms of the figure, the first thing I noticed too was definitely the forehead when you don't have the mask on. So if I did have it, I'd probably leave the mask on the whole time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's weird because I don't think Anne Hathaway's forehead is that big in real life, but I don't know. It's just some of the likeness is there depending on the angle. Definitely my first concern would have been the pleather material, right? It's historically, it's just been known to degrade. I think one of the most common ones that I remember seeing was the Star-Lord's jacket from the second figure. I think that material, it just literally falls apart after a year. So, yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's
not. Yeah, it's definitely amplified on the figure, but I think the quality looks okay. I think my concern is just the material, man. I think it would fall apart, especially if a lot of the poses that they're showing, they don't look like long-term poses. Definitely not. So I'd be on par with kind of, Rob's concern of checking on it every day. It's okay, do I want to pose this or not? I'm a museum pose guy myself, just because of how concerned I am of causing long-term damage. But I don't know, man. It's not too bad. It's just not something that I'd probably pick up.
Okay. And then Yomo, your thoughts on this Catwoman 2.0?
Yeah, so really quick on the movie part of it. I'm kind of with you, Gio, on this. I did like the Dark Knight a lot better. That's one of my favorite Batman movies. It most likely is for Heath Ledger's performance as Joker. Joker is my favorite villain, and I mean, dude just killed it. I do like The Dark Knight Rises. I haven't watched it as much as The Dark Knight, but it's probably something I'll have to revisit. But I do remember, I think Rick said that emotional part where Bruce Wayne and Alfred were going through those emotional things and breaking up and whatnot. I remember that being a part. And then of course Tom Hardy as Bane killed it. Love that too. Anne Hathaway, this character, I thought she was pretty cool as Catwoman. As far as the figure, the only figure of the Dark Knight that I have is the In-Art Joker. I have been looking to get a Batman, and I think I'm holding out for the In-Art does theirs to see how it looks and possibly get that one. But as far as this figure goes, I do want to build more characters around the display. So this would probably be something I might get later on, unless, like I said, if InArt does this as well, if they build on the line a little bit more and do Bane and other characters, including Catwoman, maybe I'll get this. Not something I'm in a rush to get, because I do want other characters, of course, Batman, Bane, and some other people. Maybe I do want the Bat Pod as well. So even the Bat Pod I would probably get before this. But overall, I think the figure looks really cool. I do agree with a lot of the points that were made already with the likeness and the side view of the character. There's views of the character that just don't look that great. I would definitely, if I do get this, probably keep the eye mask on because the likeness just isn't there. I thought it looked okay when she at least had, like, there were some shots with some people putting it like over her forehead. I'm like, that's okay. And then there was like a shot where it was like completely taken off. I was like, that's not it at all. That's pretty bad. But the boots I do agree with as well. The bunching at the knees are a little worrisome. And I know that that's issues that people that had the first one had. I think I saw a while ago Graham do like a video, Jedi's Night Watch, of a video of the boots and like taking care of them or like trying to treat them after peeling. I may be wrong about that, but it was a while ago I watched that. But I know that that was an issue, and I'm afraid that might be an issue for this one. So for now, I'm gonna wait on it. But you know, if InArt does one, depending on how my collecting goes with this, you know, entire line, might be something I get later on. So we'll see. But overall, I think it's pretty good. Could be a little better, but I think it's a good figure.
Okay. And this is not on purpose, but you know, we have the Dark Knight side and the Dark Knight Rises side with Danny and Brick and Christian on the other side there. Let's see. Collector Joy says, I'm gonna have to be careful how I pose this Catwoman. Steve, Obi-Wan can literally murder Yoda, and you'd say he had a good reason. Evil Snicker says, at that point, Yoda probably deserved it. Some guy, they at least gave this Catwoman some nice cakes.
Agreed.
Yes.
Austin,
Sure.
Austin Nicholas says, y'all give us a rating 1 through 10. Go. Are we talking about this figure?
I feel like,
Yeah, I guess
probably.
the figure.
Yeah.
I'll go with 8.
I would say like 7.5.
I'm gonna say 7. For being a 2.0, should be better.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from on
Completely
that,
agree.
By the way, side note, guys, was there ever a moment in the movie, because I just rewatched it the other day and I couldn't recall, I didn't see it. Was there a moment where she was wearing the outfit where she didn't have the cat mask on? Because I don't think there was.
I
Like,
don't remember.
I don't
I would leave the
recall.
Looked
cat
it up
mask on, it
once,
didn't bother
I
me.
think. Yeah.
Because like this last year we had a release with DC where something was non-removable and you had to like force to remove it with Peacemaker's gun, right? That
Yeah,
bothered
yeah.
me. This is like, I mean, I'm not going to take the mask off. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take the mask off for the many reasons that we already talked about. But Miami's Nemesis says, everyone around Obi-Wan dies. Obi-Wan fault, Qui-Gon dies. Obi-Wan fault, Anakin dies.
But he always survives.
Or links to the dark side.
Saves
Obi-Wan
himself.
fault, Padme dies because he hid in her spacecraft. So
dude, everybody's just coming for Steve's feelings tonight. They just
Yeah.
want to bash Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan only takes care of himself and survives.
yeah.
Selfish.
Let's see. Just relaxing, enjoying this live stream, and not wanting to work tomorrow. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Justice for Anakin, says Collector Joey.
Yes,
The evil sneaker.
Joey.
Let's see. Honestly, I'm enjoying listening more than being on a live stream. This has been fun.
Appreciate
Well,
you,
thanks so much, Austin. Let's see. Say, my friend, just relaxing. Chris, I think Steve is. What is that? Finna write you a novel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we have Collector Joy. Okay, you took it too far, Brick. Honestly, all 3 movies are great, says some guy.
Yeah.
And yes, yeah, they're all good, great movies. They definitely
yeah,
are.
it's
It's just
fun
there's
trilogy.
certain levels, you know,
They're
which ones you
amazing.
like more
Yep.
than others, right? So, Miami Never says the only thing I'm missing from the trilogy is that bat pod. Reversio, we all know Clooney was him.
Him what?
Austin Nicholas, Chris, I'm missing all of it. Wait, I do have the Tumblr. Oh, so he does have the Tumblr. Okay, so he has
He
the.
forgot he had the Tumblr. He's like, wait a second.
Right.
That monster. How do you forget you have that damn thing?
Yeah, I know. I'll get a Bale Batman soon. Maybe a JND. Chris, right? Go on. Brick says, dang, I think I made Joey leave. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, because I was kind of bashing Dark Knight there a little bit, even though I wasn't. Even though I wasn't, I still like the
Right.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, and like I said, I like the Dark Knight Rises. It's just I like the Dark Knight more. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yep, that's
but,
awesome.
A part of me just kind of wants to wait it out and see how the suit holds up for at least a month or two, with people on the bat pod posing it or just doing some crazy poses.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So we're all caught up with the comments here, the live chat. So let's start with the very significant figure that we heard all week. And like I said, a lot of you guys already talked about it, but we have the Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. Finally, they announced him, and I was not expecting him at this point. You know, I know the Jedi's Night Watch were talking about, like, I think it was Graham who was saying, like, you know, if we already gave up on the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary figure, and then like within hours, it's like they announced Han Solo. So I thought that was funny. Let's get into the movie figure file. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, release date May 25th, 1983. Studio distributor Lucasfilm. The reception at the time, or actually, I don't know if it was on the time, but there's not that many reviews here. Rotten Tomato score 82% positive with 103 reviews. 94% of the general audience gave it a positive review with a little over 250,000 submissions. And then the worldwide box office of Star Wars Return of the Jedi is $482 million. That's 1983 dollars. And the budget for this movie, I remember it was around 37 through 45 million dollars as a production budget. So it definitely made some money there. Although we didn't get a Star Wars movie for like, what, 15 years or more or something like that. So that's Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Price, Sideshow, $280. Expected to ship between January and June of 2025. I already pre-ordered Han Solo. I don't have a Han. This was my chance to get him. I already pre-ordered him. Now, as far as the figure itself, I know there's a lot of complaint about the hair. I mean, I kind of have an issue with it a little bit. I don't think it's too much of a big deal personally, but this is what he looked in Return of the Jedi, right? So there's a little image there, and that's the figure there. So I think that's really the only issue that I would have. Oh, actually, the other thing is the wrinkles a little bit. He kind of looks a little older than he really was, from what I can tell. Obviously not as old as Dial of Destiny, a figure that were announced, but he does look a little older than he was. But that's kind of like my only issues. But I pre-ordered him. But I have some thoughts about just Han Solo in general. But I'll throw this at one of you guys here. Let's throw it to Christian. What are your thoughts on this Han announcement?
So like I said, I'm not a huge Star Wars collector, but if I was, I'd definitely go for this one. Who doesn't love Han, man, and who doesn't love, kind of, especially kind of with like the original trilogy character. So, I think it looks good. Yeah, the hair is probably not too great, and some of the angles too. I don't think the likeness is all there. I agree. They kind of made him look older. Kind of looks like a stunt double, if anything, on certain angles. Doesn't give me full Harrison Ford vibes, but I think it's a nice looking figure, man. It's sleek, especially for the price. It's nice that they're kind of rolling out these anniversary type figures. And honestly, I wouldn't pick it up, but the fact that this got announced is making me hopeful that we'll probably get some Indiana Jones characters. I hope, because I know probably the licensing for Harrison Ford is probably a pain in the ass. But this is, if anything, this is making me more excited that we might get some OG Indiana Jones figures, and not the Dial of Destiny one that just got announced. So
Right.
hopefully,
This, especially this image here, it kind of reminds me of Harrison Ford, like if this was the like if someone would say this is the figure for Harrison Ford for the movie Witness. I don't know if you guys ever heard about that movie. It's a movie that he starred in 1985. It was just a couple years older than Return of the Jedi, and I think he wears like a coat, kind of like that. And I was like, kind of looks like Witness, more than Han Solo, and in some of these shots here.
It gives me like Blade Runner vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, that too. Except obviously he looks kind of older there still. I mean, I'm going back to that, but yeah. So that's just a little side note there. How about you, Brick, regarding this Han?
Oh man, other than the hair, which I won't go into, the wrinkles worried me a little bit too. And then people were starting to tell me like when they actually like produce this and we get it, the wrinkles will be like softened up a little bit, and it'll look fine. So I'm not too worried about the wrinkles anymore. I don't have a Han either, so I've been wanting that Han in disguise, and the Stormtrooper disguise. But now that I'm getting this and that base is really, really nice. I do wish it was a little bigger, just so that you could pose a little bit better on it. But man, it is a beautiful base. I know there's like Graham was saying this on the Wolfpack yesterday, that there's like a log and a couple things that you can add to the base or take off if you want, which is really cool too. But yeah, if there is a Han other than that, the one in disguise, this is the one I'd want. So I'm happy they came out with this. I was excited to wake up that next morning and be like, what? So yeah, really looking forward to this. I don't have it pre-ordered yet, but I will be getting it.
Okay. Yomo, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is really cool. Unexpected, definitely, because a lot of people had given up towards the end of the year and not getting anything from the Return of the Jedi. So this was really a really cool surprise. This is probably something I would get later on. Just more of a prequel fan, and I don't really have any Star Wars figures other than that Anakin at the moment, so I think I'm gonna build off of that a little bit first, and then this might be a little bit of a chase later on, unless they somehow do another one. Maybe this is really cool. Definitely something I want to get. Like you guys have said, I've heard a lot about the hair. I don't really have too much of an issue with it, but at the same time, I didn't really analyze it that much. I thought from the picture that you shared, it looked decent. I think it's hard to kind of translate his type of hair into like a sculpted kind of manner, because it's like there's a lot, but it seems like it's thin. So I'm not really sure. I don't have too much of an issue with it, but if people are saying that it needs to be improved and it's off, then I'm all for it. The wrinkles, I did notice too that they did look a little strong. I saw a video or some pictures of it at Secret Base, and it looked like it had calmed down a little bit. So it looks like it might be the lighting as well, but I think it'll soften up, because usually with all the sculpts they do soften up. So I think the wrinkles will hopefully definitely soften up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan on the jacket on it. Honestly, I would probably do without. And the pose that I really liked that they did was the shrugging pose. That pose, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love that too.
Yeah, so that once I do get a Han, that's probably how I'm gonna display him. Honestly, I would get either this one, or if somehow later on down the line, if I still don't have one and they do Bespin one, because I do like the Bespin jacket a little more. But I think you can probably find a jacket after this comes out, or maybe some third-party companies might do the Bespin jacket, because I think that's the only thing that would be missing. Everything else on that outfit might match up. Might be wrong about that, but yeah, overall it's a great figure. I'm definitely excited that they came out with one. It might be a hunt for me a little bit later on down the line, but I'm completely okay with that. Looks awesome.
Okay. Danny, your thoughts on this Han Solo?
Yeah, man, this is a dope release. I for sure thought the 40th anniversary line was completely dead, not coming back whatsoever. This gets me excited to get an artisan Chewie, right? Because I sold off my New Hope Chewie and Alden Ehrenreich Han Solo in hopes that they were going to do this. So this will definitely be a pickup for me, man. Might topo the pants to be the blue version instead of like the Return of the Jedi. That way you have a New Hope looking Han. The hair doesn't bother me as much as it's bothering some other people, but then again, it looks more like fugitive Han Solo to me, which is more like into the 90s, I believe. I don't know.
Right.
So,
all these different characters he's played, right?
Right.
I just
So,
watched that the other day.
Right. But personally, man, it just, I'm excited for it, but also at the same time, I really wish they would have just done the 2-pack, right? We said this on Copper Drop, right? The certainty that you were going to get a Chewie would have, I think maybe it was Carlos that said this, would have made him cop it, right? Because you were going to, for sure, knowing you're going to getting another Chewie, but also with the hopes that they do a Chewie that's faithful, right? Because the New Hope Chewie doesn't look that bad. I enjoyed mine. The Force Awakens one is something to be reckoned with. We'll discuss that a different day. But I would say that Chewie deserves a good representation too. So
Definitely.
it's kind of like we've been talking, man. Companion pieces like, Padme and Anakin. Like, if you get this, you kind of have to get a Chewie with it, right? You can't have Han without Chewie, right? Peanut butter and jelly. So excited for this either way, though.
All right. Let's look at the chat real quick here. Let's see, where did I left off? What we were talking about, that Austin Nicholas actually has the Tumblr. So we got that. Let's see. Austin Nicholas J&D? No. No J&D Batman.
Right.
Miami Nemesis, he pre-ordered the J&D. No, I'm kidding. The Han Solo, I'm pretty sure they will tweak it a little.
Yeah.
Austin Nicholas saying, suggestion, a conversion of the box office in previous time to see the comparison. Oh, like adjustment for inflation. Yeah, we can probably do that in the future. I probably can't do that calculation right now, but yeah, that'll be interesting to see those numbers. Please talk about the gorgeous base, which I think Brick, I think you went into that and talked about
a little bit
there. So if you guys want to dive into a little bit more about the base real quick, I don't know if you guys want to.
Yeah,
And I'm just excited they're giving us more bases like that versus those annoying ass square ones.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the base is pretty cool. I do think it's a little strange because from the looks of it, it looks like you would have to have him with the foot up, maybe, or maybe have him like, there's a little bit of space to have him off of the part that's not raised up a little bit. But I think it's really cool, and I'm wondering if they do actually do that continuing for other Star Wars figures, because I know the other one was the Artisan Anakin that I saw. I don't know if they did it for any other ones off the top of my head, but
I hope they do, because these are more like natural risers, so he's going to stand a little taller than your other Star Wars figures, and that's going to bother me. So I hope they do continue to do this. And yeah, it does seem a little small, but it is a beautiful looking base, and I'm glad they're switching it up. And it's not just like your plain black or your sand with the footprints or whatever base. It's something more unique and more art.
Yeah. And also, I was gonna add too, like Break, you mentioned, like it's gonna be a higher difference with the height difference with the rest of your figures. Possibly, if the nameplate comes off of this space, you could put Wicket up there, right, to give him a little bit of a height boost in the collection next to Leia.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Next chat here we have from Collection Obsession. Thank you for dropping by, Collection Obsession. Reagan of MRC Collection Channel has video on his channel of this Han Solo figure on display at Hot Toys headquarters. Han looks so much better on his video than the blogger photos. I think I did see a little clip of that somewhere, and I think it did look a little better than the actual photos that we've seen here. Collector Joy says, I'm still here, Brick, just still shocked. So he's still shocked, Brick. So I'm a little shocked myself too, but we're talking about the Dark Knight, by the way. Evil Sneaker agree at the collection obsession. Evil Sneaker Joey, what did he say? We're talking about the Dark Knight, I think, right?
Hold on. I did not say the Bane did better
good
than
as
Joker.
Joker.
I said he did just as good. I said Tom Hardy did just as good as Heath Ledger playing the Joker.
And to back Brick up,
That is my
Tom Hardy kind of had a harder role to an aspect, right? A little bit of a harder job because he can only act with his eyes, right? And I don't know about you, Brick. I'm in the impression I preferred the before the dubbed voice, right? The more like knuckle fighter kind of voice. That he had.
Man.
Of course, instead of course, like the
Yeah.
Sean Connery bullshit. Yeah.
It's all about.
Well,
Joker,
I'm glad.
guys.
I'm glad I have somebody that agrees with me. Usually, I get like tag teamed and demolished. So
I got you, bro. I love it.
thanks, bro.
Fire
I appreciate
Right. Miami Nemesis, a collection obsession. You're right. Looks better in the video than the pictures. Evil Sneaker saying, "Wait, what?" I'm not sure what exactly he was referring to here, but let's see. Collector Joey, a collection obsession. My guy, what's up, Joey? Austin Nicholas saying, "CO." That is in Colorado, or no, the collection obsession. Collector Joey saying, chilling on this beautiful Sunday. Okay, so here we go. Evil Sneaker says, nah, Heath still the GOAT. So there you go. There you go, right there. And he looks like Obi-Wan, so there you go. Collector Joey says, man, Austin Nicholas saying, everyone, please see who does the best Bane impression.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I can't.
I can't. I can't do it.
You fought, but I can't do it in the mouth. You saw darkness, Mr. Ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then, it was nothing to me but blinding. Whatever reason,
There you
they
go.
dubbed that,
I was hoping you'd do
Definitely
that last part.
It's not
I
about.
I just like when he says, of course, or whatever, however he says it. Yeah, that part's
Of
funny.
course.
I like the part at the beginning. What does he say in the plane when the guy's like, "Did you plan on doing this?" And he
Oh,
said something like, "Oh no,
Or maybe
no,
he's
the part."
wondering why someone would throw him out of a plane before shooting
Yeah,
him.
he says something like now is not the time for fear or something like that. I
Now
love
is
that
not the
part.
time for fear, Doctor. That comes later.
Or the I
I like
like the line when he says, "Does it hurt?" And he's like, "It will, for you," or something
Yeah.
like that.
Or you-
For you.
I like the part towards the end when he's talking to the people of Gotham. I don't remember exactly how it went. We give it to you.
People. Dude, I
The
rewatched the other day and he was like struggling. Did y'all notice that? He's like, the people. We give it to you.
Yeah. So the Dark Knight
Look at all
Rises
these
is good.
one-liners we're talking about. Man.
Yeah. Dark Knight Rises is good. Bane is good. It's just not there with the Dark Knight. That's all I gotta say.
That's
there.
fine.
Miami Nemesis says that was awesome. So probably good old spot.
Good job. Good job,
So,
Spotchka.
there you go. So yeah,
That's why you're the champion, sir.
Of
Yes.
course.
we'll see. We'll see, right?
We'll see.
All right.
see.
So I think we're all caught up with the chat here. So let's do. Okay. So I'm gonna do this very special keep, gift, or destroy regarding Han Solo, and this is for all you guys, right? So the same concept. A lot of you guys know how this keep, gift, destroy game works, right? Christian, are you familiar with it, or should I give you?
No, this is my first time, man.
Okay. So I'll read the rules real quick here. Okay. So keep, gift, or destroy. So these figure choices may be figures that you already have, own, or under pre-order, or could be manufactured in the future. Keep means it's a figure you can keep forever. Gift means you can admire this figure as much as you like from afar, and would have to gift it to someone outside of your household if you already own the figure or is coming to you. Destroy, you destroy this version of this character, all existing and future ones. This figure will never exist for you. Now, that part,
Carnage.
the Carnage, the part that it doesn't exist
Nice.
for, like if you destroy it and then other versions don't exist, that obviously doesn't apply because these are all going to be Han Solo
Okay.
figures. Okay, so we have the Han from A New Hope, obviously the new one, and Han in disguise as Stormtrooper.
Ooh.
So keep, gift, or destroy. So let's go to Yomo. Which one are you going to keep, gift, or destroy between these three?
Oof. Okay. I'm not too familiar with I know the one in disguise. I'm not too familiar with the other one, and all the stuff that it comes with. So keep. I do tend to go with the more updated versions of the figures. So keep. I'm gonna go with the new one. This one here.
Okay.
Gift. Let's see. I'm probably gonna go with the one in disguise. I've always thought that one was really cool and unique with him and Luke. And then yeah, the one in disguise, Stormtrooper.
Oh, okay.
And then destroy would be this one.
Okay, so you'll destroy A New Hope. You'll keep the Return of the Jedi, and then you'll gift the Stormtrooper disguise, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Danny.
You know what, man? I actually kind of have to agree with him there. You know, that head sculpt on the disguise one is just fantastic. And the new one looks incredible, you know. But that Stormtrooper one, man, even if you don't want to have him in the Stormtrooper disguise, you have an extra Stormtrooper right there. And you can swap that head on one of these other Hans. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Brick.
I'm gonna agree 100%. You've got to keep the Return of the Jedi, the new one coming out. He looks, I mean, like, other than the hair looking too neat, I mean, he looks amazing. He's updated. And then, you know, you have to gift the disguise. I mean, that's you got to keep that one in the ballpark. But if I'm gonna have one Han, it can't be the one in disguise. It has to be like, you know, Han Solo from like Return of the Jedi or Empire or something. So, and then yeah, destroy the other one there. I'm with him. So,
all right, Christian.
Yeah, I think we're all in alignment here. I do the same thing, and I'm actually like gonna reiterate what Spotch said too. Like with the clone trooper one, you can literally just swap out the head and you have another one, right? So, and definitely, and I actually prefer the hair on the clone trooper one. So I would probably, I wish you could pop off that hair and put it on the updated
right
Han. I think it'd look better, but yeah. I'd go with those three like that, definitely.
Okay. For me, keep Stormtrooper disguise. I like Stormtroopers. I need a Han. He would be a keep. Gift the Return of the Jedi, the one that I actually have on pre-order, and then I would have to destroy the A New Hope. I really want this figure, but I'm just not willing to spend the aftermarket price. But I do want this figure. So it's a keep for me. Let's look at the comments real quick here. Let's see, where was I? Where is it? Okay, Evil Sneaker. Oh no, I'm like way behind on this. Hold on a sec. I'm way behind. I'm like way up there.
Does the headset on the New Hope Han come off, or is it part of the headset, like the head sculpt?
Let's go back to that picture if we can, Gio.
Which one again?
The New Hope one.
Oh, the New Hope. Let me go back there. There you go.
Trying to double. Is it part of? Okay, it looks like it does. Come
Yeah,
off.
it does.
Yeah, it comes off.
It looked kind of weird.
So I've seen people take off the head sculpt from the Stormtrooper one and put it on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. That'd be cool too.
Okay, so we have here Austin Nicholas. Okay, now Joker impressions. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be all Danny again, right? So,
It shouldn't be just all me, Gio.
okay.
You see, my father was a drinker.
Hey, that's actually pretty good, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who else? Brick, come on.
Man, I'll try, but it's gonna sound like shit. Okay. You want to know how I got these scars?
That's actually
all I
pretty
got.
good. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Anybody else?
Anyone else?
I can give it a
don't know.
try. Let me see. I'm trying to think of what he says. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are
pretty good.
tonight's entertainment.
Okay, not bad, not bad. And
No.
Yomo.
Yeah, moving his
Did
lips.
It's Yomo's turn.
Are you frozen?
He's pretending to
my-
be frozen, so he doesn't have to do it.
My turn again.
Oh, you were the first one,
Let
weren't
me
you?
see. Yeah, I could. I could
Yeah,
try-
man,
I'm
that's
trying
how good
to
that was. I didn't even know that was you.
See, my father was a drinker.
And a fiend.
You want to know how I got these scars? That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
You need an ace in the hole. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Everything
Why
learned.
so serious?
Right, right.
Good job, everybody.
That was good.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but I'll try it. I'll try it.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Gio. Go ahead.
Go for it.
All right. All right. Okay. Let's put a smile.
Oh, you cut out your mic.
Oh my God.
You
The
cut
mic-
out
the
a
mic
smile.
said nope.
It was pretty good.
That was good though. That was good.
I'm not going to do that again. Sorry.
He's like, that took so much.
I know. I
That
even
was good.
hit the thing.
That was good.
Let's see. Austin Nicholas. Then
Oh, wow.
Chewbacca. Okay, I'm not definitely not doing Chewbacca.
Well, I got
Party
Evo
beat
Sneaker says,
Chewbacca.
Evo Sneaker says, I do a decent Bane impression. So
Dude,
we
he
gotta
does. We were in the
we
group
gotta
chat
hear that.
last week or the week before, and he was just like me and him going back and forth for a good solid 5 minutes, just going, "The fire rises."
And Joker absolutely cannot do a Chewie impression to save my life, though. Yeah. Feezy's figure saying, "What up, all? How you
What's up,
doing,
Feezy?
Feezy? Watched your stream yesterday. Very nice. So, thank you so much for dropping by." Miami Nemesis says, "Keep." Not sure which one he was referring to at the time there. MB Dyson 829 says, "Late night Sunday stream. What's up, all?" Thank you so much for dropping by. I don't think I've seen you on here before. I could be wrong, but thank you so much for dropping by and welcome. Let's see here. Austin Nicholas says, "The fact y'all doing this makes me so happy." Yeah. I mean, we're not pros except a good old
Of
SPOTCHKA, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. MB Dyson just laying down and watching this. Collection Obsession said everyone did a good Joker impressions. Okay, so cool. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And then we all did. That is right. Okay, so now let's move on to the next thing here. And let me see, what is the next thing? I think we're going to go into the fantasy figure zone.
Nice.
Let's see
Nice.
here. Let me just double check that is the case. Yeah, it is the fantasy figure zone. Now, I contacted all of you guys individually. You know, I always ask you, what is your fantasy figure, right? So it could be a Hot Toys that hasn't been manufactured. It could be an InArts. It could be a 2.0, 3.0, whatever. Just a figure that you would like to see one day. And as I mentioned this before, with considering the actor strike, the writer strike, there is a possibility that we could actually see some of these, right? So I think that's probably makes it a little bit more exciting too, because we may actually see some of these. So that's pretty cool there. I'm going to begin by introducing and showing Mr. Christian Gomez's fantasy figure, and that is Mad Max from Fury Road. Tom Hardy, again, sticking to Tom Hardy. What are your thoughts, Christian?
No, this is definitely a figure that I'm surprised. Like, I don't think we got anything from that movie, which is crazy, right? You have all the different types of vehicles you could have had. Like the War Rig would have been an insane thing to have coupled with Max or Furiosa. So I was actually kind of disappointed that we didn't see anything. And I know he doesn't have much lines in the movie, but just his the character and his presence in that entire movie is just so sick, man. It's so awesome. And I think it'd be a cool figure, like just all the different attachments it could come with. They can do this epic base if they wanted to. And I don't know, this is just something that I hope we do see something in the future, even whether it's third party or something. But this is something I want in my collection, man. I'm a huge fan of the movie. Looking forward to Furiosa coming out later this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So super excited.
Yeah, I really like the movie. I was kind of surprised by it. It was like one of my favorite movies of that year, 2015. And just overall, it's just very well made. The cinematography, the action sequences, everything was top notch. And it won like 6 Oscars, I think, that year, even though it didn't win like any of the big ones, like no Best Picture or anything like that. But it was great movie. Any thoughts on some of you guys regarding this figure, or I'm sorry, this character?
This would be awesome to have. I mean, and like you said with vehicles, I mean, there's a lot of characters too. Who's that guy? I've only seen this movie a couple times. I did really like it though. But who's the guy? Like, he almost looks like old. He's got like
Immortan
like
Joe.
Bad guy. Yeah, dude. Like, that would be a dope figure. And then of course, Charlize Theron. Am I saying her name right?
Yeah.
Her character would be badass too. There's at least 3 figures they could have done with this line.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, guys, regarding this Tom Hardy Mad Max?
Dude, what a badass movie. Furiosa is going to be one hell of a movie. I'm excited for that.
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Hemsworth looked like he's having a blast in that movie, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be insane, man.
I'm excited for that movie too. And Anna Taylor-Joy. George Miller directing that again. So that's cool.
Legend.
And then his only Oscar win is for Happy Feet. Just a little side note there.
That's awesome.
That's funny. Okay, let's move on to Brick's choice, and that's the CW Superwoman, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
dude. So Supergirl is a show that I watched with my wife. I was a huge fan of Arrow. I'd never really got into the other shows. She started watching The Flash, and I know that was probably between Arrow and The Flash were the biggest ones. This right here is kind of my guilty pleasure. Her and I started watching this together. I've always been a Supergirl fan. She has always been my favorite female superhero. And ever since Smallville, I don't know if you guys ever watched that show back in the day when Supergirl shows up, and I just thought Supergirl was a badass. And we never got this figure. We only got the Flash, and I wish we would have gotten more of that CW, love from that. And she is super underrated. Now the CW shows are definitely cheesy at times. Like, it's TV, it's the CW, but she did a phenomenal job. Absolutely loved having her as Supergirl, and then we finally got the Sasha Calle figure announced with Supergirl, and I was extremely excited because, like, I don't care, we get a Supergirl, this is dope. I'm excited. But man, I really want to go back and get this figure as well. There's nothing with her. There's like a really bad looking statue with her, and then like a DC Universe action figure. But other than that, there's not much with Melissa Benoist, and I think we definitely need her just to be different. But yeah, there's a few figures, but this is definitely at the top of my list, wishing that we had a Supergirl in general.
Okay, I mean, I never seen the show.
Yeah.
But I've heard good things about the character there from that show, and then the Flash in general.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, any of you guys, regarding this CW Supergirl?
I've not seen this series yet, but it is maybe one that I'll sit down and watch someday. I think DC deserves more releases, in all honesty. So
Yeah,
this is
for
one
sure.
I would like to see for all DC fans all around.
Yeah, this is a really cool pick. I watched the show a little bit, maybe 2 seasons in, maybe. I'm not sure how much of the show is or how many seasons they did, but I did like
6.
this. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I did like this character a lot. I do like a lot of the CW characters, and I think it would be cool, especially this one, to get some of these characters. I think Zio said for one of them that his would be reverse Flash, and I thought, like, and we get a reverse Flash, but we got a regular Flash. I think that was the only CW figure that we got from Hot Toys. So a lot to do with CW, I feel like. But yeah, I would love this. I would probably get this. This is a really cool pick.
Okay. Let's move on to Danny's pick, and that's Vigilante from
Nice.
Peacemaker.
Yes.
I love Vigilante, man. Vigilante's the GOAT. I just rewatched Peacemaker with Mrs. SPOTCHKA this last week because that was her first time watching it. And man, oh man, does this dude carry the show literally on his back sometimes. And it's weird to me that this didn't even get a third-party release, right? Because he's in
Oh yeah.
every episode. Not only every episode, but he steals the show. And the costume design's really dope. I could go without a head sculpt too. You don't have to give me the head sculpt of the glasses. I would keep the helmet on. Give me the chainsaw. Yeah, man. I'm not going to be picky with this one. It didn't even have to be Hot Toys or NR. I would love a Hot Toys Vigilante, but like I'm surprised like Thunder Toys or anybody like that hasn't, reached out and tried to make this. Also, give me an Economos. Give me the whole damn Peacemaker team. I love that show. Let's go to the DC show, man. But yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah, I really like this character. He was in one of the Harry Potter movies, right?
Yeah, he's in a lot of series. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this character. I really liked him in Peacemaker. Love the show in general overall. So, good pick there. Any thoughts on this character?
Yeah.
I still need to finish Peacemaker. I've only seen the first episode, and I really want to finish it. Especially now with James Gunn and everything that he's getting ready to do, and like a season 2 coming. But I was late to The Suicide Squad, the movie. I was late to it, and so I think I watched it for the first time 4 months ago, and I loved it. And I sat down and watched Peacemaker like one episode. And I have 2 kids, so I'm like, I gotta watch this at night sometimes. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just haven't had
Not
the
a
time.
family-friendly show.
Yeah.
We have Tijuana Mike, aka King Churro, saying, "Good evening, gentlemen. I haven't seen you on here before, so welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by." MB Dyson 829 says, "Season 1 of The Flash was some of the best comic book TV ever." And again, I haven't seen the show, but obviously, Brick, you're a fan of that show, right?
Yeah.
The Flash,
Yeah.
and then I know my brother's a big fan of the show as well and the character overall. All right, let's move on to the next fantasy figure pick, and this one is Yomo's. So this is Luke Skywalker with the yellow jacket.
Yeah, man. So this is the look that I've kind of wanted for Luke. I did like this. I know it wasn't really shown that much in the film. It was shown like for a minute at the end, or a few minutes maybe. But yeah, something I would definitely like, a different look for Luke. I think it's something that they could do. It'd be cool to get like a leather material jacket and get this this whole look in general. I play Battlefront 2 a little bit. This is probably one of my favorite outfits that I need to have with Luke or whatever. So definitely one of my favorites. And I know that I've seen it a lot used, at least in the comics. It looks like a little bit more as far as this outfit with the yellow pilot jacket look, but definitely a cool piece that I think would hopefully happen maybe if they do more Return of the Jedi, but something I would definitely want this, and I'll probably end up getting the Mando look, but this is a different look that for Luke that I would definitely be in on. I think it's cool.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely a different. That would be a different type of Luke figure that we've ever seen, right? So that's from the Return of the Jedi. Any thoughts there, guys, regarding this?
Man, Luke is goated. I'm surprised this is not a figure that's not been made, right? It's a brief costume, but it's one that, hell, even like you said, Battlefront, right? So
yeah,
I agree with you, man.
Yeah, I think it's weird that it hasn't been like made too, right? I think it's even referenced in the Fallen Order games, actually, the yellow leather jacket that Cal can actually use.
Yeah, we definitely need this figure. I mean, there's actually a lot more Star Wars figures that we need, that, including this one, that we don't really always talk about. Like this is one of them. I used to play the heck out of Battlefront, even the second one. But at first, when you showed this, I thought it was going to be the guy from that '70s show. I was like, is this? And just I don't know if it's like the coloring or what. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
That's funny. Any other thoughts on this before I move on to the last one? Okay, so this is mine, and that's Darth Sidious, Palpatine from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I don't have a Palpatine. I'm kind of been holding off, so maybe they'll make this. But this is the one that I want. If they make him, which who knows, maybe they will. But yeah, it looks really cool, and then the robes are like different than the other ones. It's just a badass look there. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah,
Get that voice, SPOTCHKA.
I mean, you. You know what I mean? Like, just you do it. Yeah,
Do it.
You're
do
right.
it.
yes.
Good. You know, I would really. For me, Emperor Palpatine looks kind of badass with the red and the robes, but I'm always an OT Palpatine fan. I'll be real.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. This is one that I would definitely want for Palpatine. I've been on the fence. I might end up getting the Clone Wars one as well. And I think they will come out with this, because I think the Revenge of the Sith anniversary should be coming up in the
next
year. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is a very high possibility that we might end up getting this one for the anniversary, hopefully. But yeah, definitely a look that I would want. I still might end up getting the Clone Wars one, but if I don't get it before and this gets announced, I might just end up going in on this. But yeah, definitely one that I would want. Great pick.
Okay.
Can you guys imagine having this figure with the artisan Anakin?
Oh,
It'd be so cool.
yeah,
Man.
Yeah.
definitely. And that's kind of the reason why. That's part of the reason why I kind of want this specific one.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting the artisan one, the Anakin. So that's what, like,
That'd be
yeah,
so
I need
cool.
that. And then have that one scene, it was like on his knees, all that stuff. Okay, so I think we're all good with the fantasy figure zone. So I think we're about to enter the Keep Gift Destroy with Brick and Christian. So these are tailored to them, right? And do we need to read the rules again regarding the game itself?
No, I think we're good. I'm good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
You're good? Okay, all right. So we're going to get started in just a bit here. So again, these are tailored for you, Brick and Christian. This is I'm sorry, wrong one. This is the first time that you guys are playing this game on Figures Talk. So I'm going to begin with Mr. Christian Gomez here with a Keep, Gift, or Destroy. So let's reveal your first one here. Okay, so here we go. So that's Toby, Spider-Man. And that's going to be any iteration of Toby Spider-Man from any movie. So if you destroy him, you're destroying Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3.
Good luck, my guy.
Interesting.
So you got that. Next one, 3 is Iron Man Mark 3. You are eliminating any Iron Man suit figure from any Iron Man movie.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
So if you destroy
Title of the character up there.
So if you destroy Iron Man, that's what it comes with. And your last one is Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. If you destroy him, you're destroying all the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrews, and No Way Home. So those are your choices there. Keep, gift, or destroy. Let's look at the comments, see if there's any there. Let's see. Austin Nicholas saying, this is probably one of the very few streams where I've watched it through. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Nice.
There you go, brother.
That's a very nice
That's
compliment. Really appreciate that. MB Dyson 829 says, destroy all clone figures.
Damn.
So there you go.
Decommission the clones, huh?
Let's see here. Okay, so what should we do now? Have you decided, Christian, or you need a little bit more time?
No, I've decided already, man. This one was
You decided.
actually cool.
Oh, okay, all right. So who's gonna be who's going to be your keep? Who are you keeping?
Definitely going to keep Iron Man. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Tony Stark, aka Robert Downey Jr. Man,
Right.
it'd be madness to get rid of that. The MCU wouldn't be what it is without him. So definitely keeping Iron Man. This is where it gets a little tricky for me, but I am of the group who actually prefer Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. So I would actually gift
My
Andrew
God,
Garfield.
let's go.
Oh shit!
Spider-Man
So yours
2 is so underrated. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is underrated, I think. So then I would destroy Toby.
Did we just become
Spider-Man
best
3?
friends?
I think we did, man. Spider-Man 1 is good. And I actually think I mentioned this on the Wapush show. As a hardcore like Spider-Man comics fan, and I am, guys, if you know me, I am hardcore Spider-Man. I grew up with Spider-Man. I've been reading the comics since I was actually in elementary school.
Nice.
Used to go to the library and just walk there and pick up some comics. So when the Sam Raimi series got like introduced and I saw the trailer, just seeing the webbing coming out of his body freaked me the hell out. I was like, what the hell? What is this? Like, that's not Spider-Man. And then, like the little legs coming out of his fingertips. I was like, okay, this is a little weird. Granted, Spider-Man 2 is probably one of the greatest comic book movies ever made.
Yeah.
Right. And that's because of Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. Right. I think he really anchors that movie. But yeah, Andrew Garfield is peak Spider-Man, dude. He is Spider-Man. His Peter is a little iffy at times. I thought they made him a little too cool. But his Spider-Man is who I picture Spider-Man being, right, in live action. That's who, and I don't know if you guys played the Spider-Man games. Like, that is the suit I use. And I was so happy when they added it to Spider-Man 2. Dude, and it's what I use. As soon as I got it, I literally made sure I unlocked that suit before I started progressing the story. So that's what I would do, man. Sorry, Toby.
Wow. Okay. So you are keeping Iron Man. You are gifting Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, and you are destroying Toby, Spider-Man.
Yes.
Destroyed. All right. So those are your choices there. Okay. Let's go to Yomo real quick here. What would you choose of these three?
Oof, right to me. All right, so destroy. Let's just destroy Carnage again. But no, I'm just kidding. But no, man, this is a really hard one. Iron Man is like, you get so much with Iron Man and Hot Toys, and the character is, is great, as we all know. Toby Spider-Man, it's just special to me. I grew up watching it. It's been my favorite Spider-Man since then. So I'll just work backwards. Destroy. I'm gonna destroy Garfield. I do like his Spider-Man a lot. I just can't put him over Toby, and just me personally, I just can't put him over Toby. So I'm gonna destroy Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. I'm going to gift Iron Man, and I'm gonna keep Toby because Toby's just too nostalgic for me. I loved everything, with his Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and overall the suit. It's been one of my favorites out of all the Spider-Man suits. So those are my choices. Sorry for destroying Garfield.
All right, Danny, what would you pick?
Man, I'm gonna go with Iron Man for keep, right? Because Yomo, you're right. You get so much with Iron Man figures with Hot Toys. The likeness is never a problem. It seems, in terms of like proportions, the die cast you get, the light up features, especially if you hook up some fusion reactors to the motherfucker. Like, it looks amazing. No matter which Iron Man armor you get, you're getting a win, right? So Toby, right? We know that this man's a very controversial release. Okay, and the one before that, controversial. This black suit Spider-Man, it's controversial. I have no problem with destroying that thing because I hope that in the future we get actual good representations of the character for the market to pick up instead of only artists commissioning ones. You know what I mean? So I will gift Andrew Garfield, just because Andrew's the GOAT, man. Andrew's my favorite Spider-Man as well.
Let's go, man. This is I'm gonna come on here every week.
Yeah.
Great.
Usually we gotta hide in the shadows, man.
I think he played the best Spider-Man, right?
It's like when one person says it, everybody's comfortable. It's like, okay,
I'll be real. I think Tom Holland is overall a better Peter Parker, right? I think Tom Holland nails the Peter Parker
sure.
aspect of the character, right? But Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's got it down with the New York accent and everything. I love it.
Mannerisms, everything.
Mannerisms, the joking,
Yeah.
like the dark kind of aspect to it too, because people don't like to admit it, but Spider-Man's kind of a dark character, guys. He's kind of an asshole sometimes, okay? He's not always just cheerful like at Marvel. So there you go.
Okay. So I got Danny. You said keep Iron Man, right?
Yep. I'm gonna destroy Tobey Maguire and
gift
Andrew Garfield.
Right. Gift Garfield, destroy Toby. Okay. And then break your picks.
Man, I kind of want to. I'm not going to, but I kind of want to destroy Iron Man just so that we can like finally get more Toby and Andrew Garfields because they'll focus more on that. But I'm gonna keep Iron Man. You have to. I mean, he is the MCU. Robert Downey Jr. is the GOAT. I am more of a Spider-Man fan than an Iron Man fan. But there is just something about Robert Downey Jr. that just says I can't destroy or gift you. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many options, and to never have that die cast in my hands again, I couldn't say no to that. I'm gifting Andrew Garfield because he is the GOAT, and I'm going to destroy Tobey Maguire. And here, real quick, I liked Tobey. You know, when it first came out, I mean, there was the only Spider-Man we had, and I think what's saving those movies to this day is the villains. Green Goblin, even though people talked so much trash about that suit back in the day and still do, I mean, it was still a really good villain. Like William Dafoe did a great job. We all know that. I thought James Franco did great. And then we have Doc Ock in the second film. Sandman in the third film was great. Toby was really whiny, man. For Peter Parker, he was just the whiniest. Like I remember there was a scene where he was talking to Mary Jane. He goes, I'm serious this time. If you hit me, I bleed. It's like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Like, no. There's just so many lines like that were super cheesy, and then you get to the third movie and it's super cheesy. And Garfield, man, he might be cool, but cool, you know? Like, let's go. And as Spider-Man, he plays the best. I think Garfield plays the best Spider-Man. Tom Holland plays the best Peter Parker, and I think Toby's like in the middle there, like average at both. You know, the OG kind of guy that everybody loves because he's OG. But yeah, that's where I'll go. So yeah, go back to it. Keep Iron Man, gift Garfield, and destroy Toby.
All right. So we got that. All right. So then just get to the comments real quick here. We have Austin saying, who wins in a fight? Garfield or Toby's Spider-Man?
Garfield, man.
Yeah, Garfield.
He's more agile. He's faster.
Yeah.
He's more agile. Like, I mean, I guess Toby can't really run out of webbing.
Toby can catch
I was
people.
gonna say, and I
don't see Toby beating Electro, dude.
Toby's too
Also,
old.
Toby didn't let his girl die.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta pull Obi-Wan, you know?
Did that answer your question, Austin?
What about you, Gio? Did you pick yours?
Oh, that's right. Me, right? Let's see. So I would keep Toby.
There we go.
I would gift Iron Man, and I would destroy Garfield because I don't know. I mean, I like both Spider-Man. I mean, I like all Spider-Man, right? So I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Not as big as like say you guys, Brick and maybe Christian there, but I think I would rather have. I'm more of a Spider-Man fan than like, you know, Iron Man. But Iron Man, like I said, I don't have a figure of Iron Man or anything, but I know it's a very good-looking figure. I hear nothing but great things about it Hot Toys keeps
Yeah.
making them. So, and then the die cast and all that stuff. And eventually I do want an Iron Man. I just don't know which one yet. So I would say gift Iron Man, and then Toby, because just nostalgia, you know. And I think I mentioned this, I don't know if I mentioned this before, that I was almost gonna be an extra in that first Spider-Man movie in that Times Square scene.
Oh, wow.
But my parents couldn't take me,
Oh
and
no.
I couldn't drive, so it's like I missed out on that, because they were filming it around here in the like Pasadena area, and they recreated Times Square, and they needed a lot of extras, like just any type of people, you know, all ages, all different type of clothes, and you know, attire and stuff like that. And I wasn't able to go, but so Tobey Maguire, and then eventually I actually was an extra in Seabiscuit, where Tobey Maguire was in, and I didn't meet him, but he was in the scene. He was like from far on a fake horse, but but I dressed up like 1920s coats and everything, and
that's really cool.
I still don't know, like I still can't find myself in the scene because there's so many people. But I was an extra, so I was like, okay, so I guess I was in another Tobey Maguire movie as an extra. But
that's
cool,
man.
So we have Keep, this guy here, Toby, Iron Man, Gift, and sadly Destroy, Amazing Spider-Man, Garfield. So those were my picks there. Let's see. So now let's move on to Brick's choice, or Brick's picks. I think we're all caught up on the chat, right? Yeah, we're all caught up there. Okay, so here we go. Brick, let me remove the comment there. Here. Okay, so here are your picks. Brick.
Oh wow.
Black Suit Spider-Man.
Okay.
If you destroy this, you destroy every Spider-Man PS5 from the PS5 game.
Oof.
So that includes the classic, the 2.0, Miles Morales, all those.
Wow.
You're destroying it if you destroy this. The next one is Miles Morales from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse or any future beyond the Spider-Verse. So that's...
And you must know I like Spidey.
And your last one is RoboCop.
Oh, God.
So that's RoboCop with a jetpack. If you destroy him, you destroy this one and the one with the chair, any iteration of RoboCop.
Man.
So you decide to destroy. So those are your three choices there. We have Nick Collectibles, who just missed this whole Spider-Man discussion there. How you doing, Nick Collectibles? Thank you for dropping by.
What's up, buddy?
So those are Brick's
That
choices.
is tough.
Let's see.
I will say the only one that's easy for me right now is my Keep, and that's because it's like my favorite figure, probably of all time, and it's one of my first figures that I ever bought, and that's Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
I mean, the dude comes with 3 head sculpts. He's extremely posable. Comes from one of my favorite movies. I have to keep him and the figures from that movie, and we need a Peter B. Parker, please.
For sure.
The one that's tough is PS5 or the PS4 games versus RoboCop. I really like this 2.0 right here. That's a great figure, but I think I'm gonna have to gift RoboCop and destroy the PS5 iterations of Spider-Man, knowing that I still have Miles from Into the Spider-Verse, and I'll be okay with that. So I'm gonna gift Robo, because it's a connection there with my dad, and then destroy Spider-Man PS5. Yeah, that's tough.
All right, so those were your picks.
But I can't wait for that figure right there. I've got him pre-ordered. Let's go.
Well, he's gone now, Rob.
I know he's gone. No.
What are your thoughts on this figure, Christian, or the choices Brick has?
Yeah, I think mine. I'm definitely PlayStation Spider-Man is like very special to me, man, because we had been very dry on like Spidey games, right? You had Edge of Time, Shattered Dimensions that had come out, which is so good, and then we just had this time period of just like really crappy movie games. just like really bad. Well, to be fair, the Amazing Spider-Man games with Beanox like were kind of hinting at some greatness there, like the swinging mechanics and all that stuff. So whenever the PlayStation like Insomniac Spider-Man came out, it was just like freaking, I was hooked, right? And then just Yuri Lowenthal's like his Peter Parker, his Spider-Man is just so damn good, man. That that figure is just gonna have to be a keep for me for sure. And then Miles is a gift for me. The Into the Spider-Verse, you know, not having a lot of like, I guess interaction or experience with Miles, right? I read a few of the Ultimate, iteration of the comics with Bendis's run, but the movies just like put a whole new light on him. The animation style, the story that they're taking, and then just these different iterations of Peter that we got with Peter B. Parker, bringing Spider-Man Noir into the limelight. It's just a fantastic movie, and Miles' portrayal in the movie is just so awesome. So that character is definitely. I didn't get to get this one, but I do have Across the Spider-Verse pre-ordered, so I'm excited to get that one with the blood coming out of his armpits, as they say in the movie. So I'm excited for that one. So this is definitely gonna be a gift for me. And then RoboCop, I saw it a couple times when I was younger, but don't have much, I guess, connection with the RoboCop movie. So I would definitely destroy RoboCop.
All right, Danny.
Man, it's been years since I've seen RoboCop. Don't kill me, Rob.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna keep Miles, dude. I love the Spider-Verse movies. I'm actually probably gonna pick up the second one for the second movie because I think that suit looks better to me. But man, I'm gonna have to gift that black suit, unfortunately, even though I don't own a PS5, right? I'm one of them Xbox users. And, unfortunately, I've not had the pleasure of seeing this on the big screen playing it. But as a figure, man, holy crap, does it look good. I like how it looks like it took inspiration from the Secret Wars outfit. Yeah, man.
Okay. Then Yomo, I think you're the last one, right? Well, of the guests. What are your choices? What would you pick?
Yeah, so a lot of spider love tonight. Man, this is somewhat hard. Black suit of Spider-Man, the symbiote suit, is probably one of my favorite suits overall for Spider-Man, or favorite iterations of him. Spider-Verse movies are great. I enjoy them a lot. Not something I'm collecting from personally, but I hear a lot of people talk about this one in particular, and it's figure of the year for them and whatnot. And I definitely like the artistry and looking at them as well. RoboCop is another really cool figure. I'm not too big of a fan of RoboCop, but I do like the movies a lot. It's something that I've contemplated on getting. So I'm gonna go with the black suit Spider-Man, just because, like I said, that's my favorite version and suit overall of Spider-Man, and I really love the look of this figure overall, and I think they've done a crazy job with the other PS5 versions. Gift, I'm probably gonna go with the Spider-Verse one, Miles. I do like that movie a lot. Not something that I'm gonna collect from personally, but I know with the gift option, a lot of people love this movie, and I've seen a ton of people say that this was figure of the year when this came out. So that would be probably an easy gift for me. And then the destroy would unfortunately be the RoboCop. But
okay, all right. So those were your choices there. With me, we did everyone, right? Yeah, we did everyone. For me, keep RoboCop. I have a connection to this movie, RoboCop. It's probably the most violent movie I've ever first saw, and I was definitely too young to watch RoboCop.
I think I was 4, man.
I think I was somewhere around there.
Wow,
maybe like 5, maybe like 5 or 6, and I was a huge fan of this movie. And even as a grown up, as an adult, I still like all the other things that I missed, as a little kid. The politics and all the other stuff. So I I really like the RoboCop. Didn't like RoboCop 3. RoboCop 2, it was fine. But of these, I would choose this RoboCop. I don't actually have a figure of RoboCop, but that would be my keep there. Gift would be this Spider-Man PS5 version. I haven't played the games, but I am a Spider-Man fan. Like I said, not as big as you guys, but I like the look, especially this one in particular. And then destroy the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The movies were good and solid and everything. It's just not my favorite versions of Spider-Man, in my opinion. So that's why I would destroy this one here. So those were my thoughts there. Let me see if there's any. Austin Nicholas says, I'm glad Miles is getting so much love. Well, except me,
Until
right?
now.
Right. Right. And I think we're caught up in the chat there. Okay, so any other final thoughts or anything before we move on to the next one here? Okay, I think we have 2 things left. Okay, so this one, what I'm doing now, this is the game that only good old SPOTCHKA is gonna play because he is the Figures Talk champion. So it's actually a lot of details here, so bear with me here. I'm gonna try to explain it as best as I can. Danny, this is a game that is called Figure It Out. Okay, so the rules is the Batman is a figure that you kept during your Keep, Gift, or Destroy game. But in this new game called Figure It Out, you have to guess what specific 6-scale figure is selected for the game. So there's a figure that's in my mind right now. So you have to guess what that figure is. You are given up to 5 clues to make your guess. So make sure your guess is thought out thoroughly. If you guess wrong, your kept figure, the Batman, is destroyed.
Damn.
Each clue you will need will result in you losing something. For example, if the first clue didn't give you any information and need clue number 2, you will lose something. 1 6-scale figure community related. And then again, this is all fantasy stuff, right?
And Miss SPOTCHKA, okay, she
right. right. So this is all fantasy, right? All these Keep, Gift, Destroy, it's all fake. It's all make believe. Pretend all these consequences will be real, as this is the only way this game will work. Okay. So 5 clues. Okay, so I'm gonna. Did you understand the rules there, Danny?
Very clever, Gio, that we're doing the riddles with the Batman figure here. I gotta save him. I'm excited. Let's do this.
Exactly. You have to save the Batman.
Gotta save
It's
the
your
Batman.
turn to save the Batman.
Oh shit!
All right.
I wouldn't trust me, man.
There's this little loading battery. If it gets filled up, Batman gets destroyed.
Shit.
Clue number 1, DC.
Cool. Okay.
So at this point, you can either guess the figure. Again, if you guess wrong, automatically the Batman gets destroyed. If you need another clue, I'll give you another clue, but I'll tell you what you're going to lose.
Okay. So I just have to guess 6 guesses out of a DC figure?
So there's I mean, you're probably not going to get anything from just DC, right?
I was about to say, man, that's not exactly fair.
I know, I understand. But it's, that's your first clue. And then
Okay.
we'll see how it goes there.
So I need another clue then.
Okay. So, all right. So since you need another clue, you're going to lose your Peacemaker Hot Toys helmet with no replacement.
So I'm just going to have like a bared-eyed John Cena.
dude's
with
gonna
the
look like
line
Catwoman.
Clue number 2, it's from Hot Toys.
Well, thanks.
Gee, you shouldn't have. So what am I losing
It's
next?
a true villain.
Right.
Let's see. My least favorite Batman, Let Him Burn, says
Wow.
MBD Dyson
Oh
829.
man.
How dare you?
Okay, so
My
I'll give you
favorite
your
Batman.
next. I'll give you your next clue, Danny. And I figured that that's very vague. Those first two clues, but okay. So since you need another clue, you're gonna lose all your the Batman accessories of the figure that you have. So let's move on to
Including the bat logo on his chest.
Yes.
Damn.
So it's just
shit,
man
whoops.
at that point.
You might as well just
Right.
guess now, bro.
Oh crap. Oh, you know what? Ah, crap.
I didn't.
Hold
You know
on.
what? I looked down, so I didn't see the third one.
Hold on, let me see. Did I miss one of the clues? Damn, I did miss one of the clues.
It's okay.
Okay,
I didn't
I-
see the third one.
Okay,
Sorry, I'll
I don't
put
have
this in
I don't
the-
have an image. I don't have an image, but I'll tell you. God damn it! Hold on. Okay, so that messed that up right there. Okay, clue number 3, from a movie that came out between 2016 and 2022.
Wow.
Well, damn. I'm not allowed to ask for any more hints, right? Because I'll lose more
Right.
figures. Yeah.
Right.
2016 to
the-
2022, huh?
Right. From a movie that came out between 2016 to 2022.
Is it Batman from Justice League?
That's your guess, right?
First guess.
Okay. Well, I mean that's your only guess.
Oh, okay. Well, if I got it right, okay, so it's wrong. Okay,
So because I know this is new, right? So I'll let it,
yeah,
I'll let it
simmer in a
go,
little
but-
bit. Yeah, I'll do Wonder Woman, the Golden Armor from 1984.
Okay, so that's going to be your guess. Okay. All right. So that is wrong. So,
Damn.
It
so
blows
you
up.
have so you have
You
destroyed
killed
the Batman.
I am
Yeah.
gay.
You have destroyed the
Bye,
Batman,
everybody.
and the
Just break him on
figure
screen.
was King Shark.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Right
your
on
clue
2022, huh? Or is it 2021? I don't remember.
it came out in
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I forgot to put that number 3 clue, right? So the clue number 4 would have been that it's not human,
Oh, not human. Okay, that's right.
and then clue number 5 was Rocky Balboa. That would
See,
have been your
okay, yeah. All right. Yeah.
right, and then you would have.
Mm.
So
Goodbye,
it's
buddy.
destroyed. So that's so that's gone. But it was King Shark. So King Shark, and this is just something I wanted to try. We'll see if it's we can do it later on. MB Dyson 829 says you should get a guess after each clue. And then we have basically destroyed since you won't be able to see it. So all right, so we got that. All right, so that was just a little game there, Danny, for you there. So you got him destroyed. So there you go.
That's awesome, brother. Thank you so much. Even though that I now feel traumatized and no longer have the Batman.
All right.
Sad day.
Okay, so now let's go back to the and I think we're gonna get to that championship game now. And this is the last thing, by the way. I know this stream has been running kind of long. I wasn't expecting it to be this long actually. So sorry about that. But let me see what we have here. Okay. Okay, so this is the graphic here. Okay, I just don't want to like reveal anything. Okay, so we're gonna do the championship matchup here. So whoever, this is between Brick and Yomo. So it's gonna be between the two of them. Whoever wins will go against Danny for the championship. Ideally, I'm looking for February 18th. Hopefully that date works out for everyone, but that's the plan so far right now. So I'll explain the rules in just a bit here, but let me go ahead and do this real quick here. Okay, so I stopped the music because I'm gonna need some sound here. Okay,
That shit's
so
unreal.
I'm nervous.
So, All right, so I'm going to read the rules for you. Again, they're kind of detailed and stuff, but I'm going to read the rules for you guys, Brick and Yomo. So whoever wins this Figures Talk Championship matchup, they will go against the current champion, which is good old SPOTCHKA Danny, on February 18th. A digital title belt will have your name on it as a champion if you win it from Danny. So Danny has a digital title now. The current champion will have to defend their title in the next 5 to 6 weeks by appearing as a guest on Figures Talk. So that's if you beat Danny. If for whatever reason the champion is not available to appear within that time frame, the champion forfeits their title, and 2 new players or guests will play to become champion. Choosing. Okay, so actually, Yomo, I'm gonna have you. Actually, Brick, I'm gonna have you go first because I think Yomo went first last time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you go first, Brick. When I give
Do
you
I
more
need a buzzer?
information.
Should I get that out?
That's the thing that I was trying to figure out.
Okay.
Because Yomo,
So-
you weren't able to get a buzzer, right? Or the app, right?
Yeah, I tried to look it up. I don't think it's for Android, at least for when I tried to look. So
Yeah. So
sorry.
would it be fair if only Brick has the buzzer and then Yomo doesn't?
No, I
However you
won't
guys
use
wanna
it.
do it.
I won't use it. It's fine.
Okay.
I want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll try. I mean, the game may not move smoothly, but we'll see how it goes.
I won't lie, and I'm bad at this game.
So here's more of the rules here. As soon as the time begins, so I'm gonna click a little timer. You'll hear the little ticker. As soon as the time begins, the first player is to think of a figure from a specific manufacturer, Hot Toys, NR, etc. Line, and shouts it out or states it. Their opponent must now shout out another figure from that specific line that was selected. Be specific in the figure. Example, state Mando Luke, not just Luke or just Luke Skywalker. Be specific as to which one, right? Now it goes back to the other player, and it's up to them to shout out another figure. It will go back and forth until the time runs out, like action heroes trading punches. The purpose is to not be stuck in thinking of a figure when the buzzer goes off. There will be at least 3 rounds and up to 5. So each round is 25 seconds. Whoever wins 3 rounds first wins. Once a figure is shouted or stated within the totality of the game, it cannot be used for the remainder of the game, even if we go back to the same like line or manufacturer or whatever. The type of games we play in the future may change. So these type of games may change later on, but for now we would do it this way. And remember, this is all just for fun, and hopefully this thing moves smoothly and there's no like confusion. But like I said, we'll see what happens. Do you, Brick and Yomo, do you need a little test run, like to test it out, like a little practice one, or are you guys ready to go?
I think I'm good, but I do have one question.
Uh-huh.
If it's 25 seconds, can I just wait to answer for 20 seconds and screw him?
No, you have
Okay.
to like keep going, keep going.
I gotta keep it going. Okay, I just
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure.
So I'm trusting that you're being honest and that you really
Gotcha.
can't think of a figure, right? So
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
probably gonna get stumped pretty easily.
but
No,
but the thing
I'm bad at these games under pressure. I can't think.
But the
Same.
thing
It's
is,
gonna be fun.
but the thing is, if you say a figure, right, a character,
Mhm.
you say it, and then the other person, it's their turn to say it. So if they don't say it, and then the buzzer goes off, they lose. So I
Right.
guess that really wouldn't work anyways. So if you're trying to like stall or something,
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure.
But so yeah. So any questions about the rules?
No.
Okay.
I'm going first though. You said.
You are gonna start first. I'll tell you
Okay.
when. I'll give you instruction in just a bit here. Let's see. Austin Nicholas's digital title equals NFT. There you go, NFT. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to set this up here because this could be a disaster if I don't do this right. So, okay, let's see here because I need to get like a little timer. Okay, so. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a little something like this. So when you hear that,
That's frightening. Okay.
When you hear that, that means it has
Feel
begun.
my pain,
Okay?
Brick.
Oh man, I feel like if I don't answer, a bomb's gonna come. Well, okay. All
So
right.
when the 25 seconds are up, I'm gonna hit this.
Oh, oh man.
Okay.
Okay.
So like I said, it's a lot of work on my part to make sure that I'm looking at the clock, and so it may not be perfect, but we'll try it.
Okay.
Okay. Yomo, are you ready?
Ready as can be.
This could be a time for you to redeem yourself here, right?
We'll see.
Okay, here we go. We're starting now. Oh, sorry. I didn't tell you what fucking thing.
Freaked everybody out.
You're like, what? What? Okay. All right, here we go. See, that's what I'm saying. I have to remember all these things here. Okay, for the real game. Okay, so it is Star Wars Original Trilogy Hot
God.
Toys Brick.
Best Luke.
Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader.
Return of the Jedi, Han Solo.
Empire Strikes Back, Leia.
Hoth Leia.
Empire Strikes Back, Lando.
Endor Leia.
Han and Chewie, 2-pack.
Disguised Luke.
Disguise Han.
Okay, you got the point, Brick.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so you
Yomo,
won.
you're mine, boy. Let's go. That was so.
I'm bad.
I
He's under
stumbled,
pressure.
man. I feel bad. I stumbled. My bad.
All right,
In the
so
middle of
you
that.
won. So
But I
you
got it.
won one. You have to win 3, right?
Oh,
So
jeez.
all right, so let's move on.
I think I
to the
peed
next
a little bit, but okay.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Second round.
Yomo's first this time, right? Or am I? So
Actually, yes, you can do that. So, Yomo, you're next. You can start.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so here we go. Batman characters, any 1/6 scale manufacturer.
In our Heath Ledger Joker.
Robin Hot Toys from Batman Forever.
Sonar Batman.
The Batman from the Batman Hot Toys.
BVS Batman.
Armored Batman from BVS or from Justice League. Jeez. I don't know what movie that's from.
Two-Face, The Dark Knight.
Let's go with the prankster. Joker. That was terrible.
All right, Yomo got it.
Okay.
Okay,
It's getting
Yomo.
real.
Man,
one
I don't know. I
and
don't know
one.
how I did better with Star Wars than Batman. What?
I'm ashamed of you right now, Brick.
Gosh.
How dare you?
Dude, I don't know, man. He said Batman characters, so I was like trying to be unique and be like Robin.
Look, get it together, man. This dude's coming for me. I know he wants
Okay.
this title, bro. Come on now. Get it
What's
I
that?
got
together.
this.
Very
I
bad.
got this. I
So
got this.
1 and 1. Here we go. Okay, next one is.
Who's
And
who's
I'm
going
first this time.
Oh, Brick.
Okay,
yeah.
we're just gonna alternate. Okay.
Yeah, we just do that. I think it'd be easier to do that way. Next one is non-MCU Marvel Hot Toys.
Spider-Man Peter Parker 2.0 from the video game.
Days of Future Past, Wolverine, 1973.
Miles Morales into the Spider-Verse.
Amazing Spider-Man, Garfield.
Spider-Gwen into the Spider-Verse.
I froze up a while. I
Okay.
don't know.
Brick got it.
Yeah.
Brick. So that's 2. 2 for Brick, 1 for Yomo.
GG, man. GG.
GG, Brick.
All
Good
right.
game. Good game.
All right, here we go. Third round. All right.
Oh,
let's
are we
see.
going again?
Who was starting
That
out
was
next?
three. I think.
Yomo should go first this time. 'Cause
Yomo.
I went first last time. I think,
Alright.
right?
Yeah, so we can like alternate. Okay, so here we go. The line is horror 1/6 scale figures, all manufacturers. Oh,
I'm so
There you
bad at this. Jason, Friday the 13th.
Ghostface from Sideshow.
Michael Myers from Halloween.
Terrifier. I believe that's Sideshow as well.
Trick or treat.
Pennywise from It.
Pennywise from It from Inner. Oh, that's a close one. Gio, who you gonna give it to?
I'll give it to Yomo.
Oh, just so we
Yomo.
can do another one.
I was really bad at that one.
That was tough because I wasn't. I know the figures. I just don't know where they're all from. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Austin Nicholas, like,
I think
"Come
I was
on."
wrong on that Terrifier one, anyways. I don't think that's Sideshow, so I deserve to lose.
Oh, you know
Wait,
what?
so was it a sideshow?
It's
You can get it on Sideshow, but yeah.
Yeah,
I know-
I think
we
it
know.
might be a Trick or Treat. I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
This would be so easy, says Austin Nicholas about the horror one.
Yeah, you
Uh,
know what?
Yomo,
Come for
I
me
mean-
when I beat Spotchka. How about that? I got to beat
Oh,
Yomo
wow,
first.
oh, wow, there you go.
Yeah, I
There you
didn't say the
Jumping ahead.
manufacturer.
go. Yeah, some shit talking already. All right.
No,
Austin
no.
Nicholas says, Yomo, you have to say the manufacturer.
Yeah, so
Okay,
if you want to
so,
count that, Rick, it's like
No, it's fine,
so
man. I'm gonna let you have it. But I was thinking
All right.
that too. I was like, come on, man.
Austin Nicholas says it's by Tots. So
okay.
Trick or Treat Studios, right? I think that's
Yeah.
what that means.
Yep.
The Terrifier. Okay, so I think are we
Class
2 and 2?
2 and 2.
yeah.
Okay, so this is the final round, right? So whoever wins this one dukes it out with Danny. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go back to, let's see.
Is it me first or who went first last time?
Careful
Who
what
went-
you sign.
Yomo
off.
went first last time.
Okay, so then you go first, Brick. Okay,
yep.
so let's see. Collector Joey says, what does that say?
Tater tots.
Tater tots. Tater tots. All right, let's see here. All right, so let me get the clock working here.
Stressful.
Okay, now remember, and I'm not going to remember, but to the best of your ability, try to remember the ones that you already said so that you don't say them again. Because we're going back to Star Wars original trilogy Hot Toys. So now,
Han disguise. I know I said Luke disguise before, but this time Han disguise.
Man. Return of the Jedi Leia.
Yoda from A New Hope. I don't know what one that's from.
Is that right?
Yoda's not in A New Hope, Goofy.
okay.
You're right. He's not. He doesn't come until the.
I was hoping that time would go so fast. You would get stuff by the time. I was
Dude,
like,
we both lost that shit. It was,
Okay, so there is no Yoda A New Hope, right?
it's
Hot
fine.
Toy?
I think
Not in
it's
the
re-
movie.
Empire Strikes Back, right? Or
And Attack of the Clones.
Oh yeah, I think
yeah.
so. Yeah. So
I thought we
Yomo
said
won.
Leia already though, but it's fine.
You
Oh, did
said
we?
they already.
I don't know. I thought we did. We said a lot of Leias.
Okay. All right. So let's do this then because
But I don't want to be wrong if we go
Well, I
back
said-
and then
is it the same character, or is it? Because I know I said. Because I think I said the first time I said, what was it?
You said
Empire
Endor
Strikes
Leia.
Back Leia.
I remember
and then
that.
I said Hoth Leia, then you said
And
another
then
one,
I-
and then I
And
said
then
Endor
after,
Leia.
and then this one I
Yeah.
said Return of the Jedi
Okay.
Leia.
I'm gonna give it to Yomo.
I
It's
don't know.
fine. Yeah, you're good, man.
Austin Nicholas says tater tots with ketchup or tater tots with chili and cheese. All right. So do you want to do
that's
another
fine.
round just to
Nope.
clear it?
Yomo,
or-
Yomo got it. Yomo
All right.
got it.
So Yomo, you won. You will go against Mr. Good Old Spotchka on February 18th. Now, if any of you guys cannot appear for whatever reason, I mean, I'll be able to postpone it, like once or something like that.
Mhm.
And then if you still can't do it next time, then I may have to you may have to forfeit your title, Good Old
Dethroned.
Spotchka. And then or Yomo may have to give it to Brick since he was the one that was
How
the
did
other player.
how did none of us say Darth Vader? Like what?
right? Those That would have been like the easiest one,
The
right?
Yoda from A New Hope came out.
I think I
Yeah,
said
you know what?
Yeah, Yomo said it once. I
It
think
was
he said
fresh.
Return
Yeah,
of the-
that was like
Jedi.
one of my
Sure,
first
good.
ones for the first time we did
okay.
it, because I think I said Return of the Jedi one. But
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got
You too.
that. Let me
Good job,
see
Yomo.
here.
Good game.
So let's go back
Nice.
here. Let me go and show this real quick here.
ready for my
Ready for
rematch.
round two,
Right.
baby.
I'll get my ass
Coming for
kicked.
you.
All right. So we have Figures Talk champion, good old SPOTCHKA, Danny defending his title against Yomo. So a rematch. So it's a rematch on February 18th. I'll give you guys more details a little later there. But before that, before we actually do this game, this championship matchup between good old SPOTCHKA and Yomo, I'm gonna have, just like in wrestling, you know how they have like a little intro type of thing. So far I have the champions intro. So this what we will see before good old SPOTCHKA begins his match on February 18th.
Snap.
So
That
that's
was
going
crazy.
to be
That was hot.
that's going to
That
be
was
Danny's
badass, bro.
intro
I'm hoping that's
for
dope.
when he does his little matchup against defending his title, and then Yomo, I'm gonna make one for you.
Sweet.
So you have an intro as well before you go against Danny on February 18th.
Gio, that is
So
badass. Hell yeah, my man. That's dope.
Thank you.
Awesome.
and then obviously Brick, had you won, I would have made an intro for you.
It would have been a New Hope Yoda right there. It would have been great.
Photoshop him into the movie.
Austin Nicholas, it looks like a Power Ranger. Austin Nicholas, what the fuck? That was bad. That was so bad.
It was.
That
man.
was-
I was like, hell yeah.
Yomo needs Wolverine.
might
Oh
need some
yeah,
Wolverine.
That's-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
for
a
sure.
given. You know, there's gonna be some Wolverine in there. So
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, I think we're done. I think that's it for the show. Like I said, sorry for being so long here today
No.
for this stream here, but just trying to cover a lot of stuff going on there. But yeah. So let's see here. So I think we're caught up in the comments as well in the chat. So I'm gonna have you guys, plug your channels and stuff like that. So let's begin with let's see here. Hold on a sec, I'm trying to find the thing right here. Okay, so let me go back here. Yomo, what do you have coming up?
So not a whole lot. I don't really have much going on my channel. Really, I just do shorts. Most of my videos are just old game videos that I uploaded. So if you wanna see them, but as far as the figures and whatnot, usually I'll post just when something's announced or when something releases, as far as like in art or hot toys. But yeah, that's mainly it. That's really all I do on my channel. So if you want to subscribe, leave some comments if you guys do end up seeing the shorts that I put out, because I'd love to hear what you guys think about it, and just kind of do it to share the hype, to see what everybody's thinking about either the release or the announcements that pop up. I did want to say really quick, thank you very much to you, Gio, and Brick. I did get my
Oh, you got the
Jonah
the
Jameson Funko Pop.
Very nice.
Got that from Brick's show, the Bugle. Oh, let me put it back. Put it back
Oh.
up. I didn't know you supposed to
There you
scream
go, there you
that. But bad glare, but
Jay Jameson. There you go.
yeah.
Let's go.
Yugos,
Really
from
cool.
the
Congrats
Yugo 6.
again on that win.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, that was so. Shout out to you guys, Brick and his Bugle 6 shows a fun show to watch with you guys, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's what I'm here for. Mostly just having fun, just tuning in to a lot of the shows you guys put out and streams. So at the end of the day, I'm mostly a spectator, and I appreciate you guys, involving me, Geo, and some of the
Yeah.
other streams I've been on. It's been really fun, and it always is fun. The past all the shows that I've been on with you, so greatly appreciated, and it was nice being on with all you guys.
We're very glad to have you on, Guillermo. Thank you so much for continuing to come back. So, and then of course we're expecting you on the 18th, right? So,
Yep.
so you could battle it out with good old SPOTCHKA again there. And
Yeah.
speaking of Mr. Good old SPOTCHKA, what do you have coming up?
Man, I actually have a lot coming up. Surprisingly, usually I don't have anything coming up, so I will plug this time. So Friday, I have a very exciting stream happening with Ben Thomas, Graham from the Jedi's Night Watch, and also Reversio. We're going to be ranking every single Batman figure released by Hot Toys, including the ones that have just been teased. We're going to talk briefly about those and also some other things, and it's mostly going to be chat driven. So if you guys want to come back, come around and give your thoughts on where all these figures rank. I'm curious to see how we all feel about these. And what else? Copper Drop on Thursdays, 9 p.m. as always. I'm excited for this week. This week we have an OG panel, and I'm very excited to just have an OG panel back together, just talking figs, because we may not get any releases this week, so it'll just be kind of old-fashioned, just kickback
Oh
stream.
yeah, that's right.
Next Saturday, I will be on Visions with a 1/6 figure focus with Shane. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I'm about to rematch Yomo and can keep my title as a champ. But yeah, man. Thank you once again for having me on, guys. This is a blast. Gio, you're incredible. That intro, bro. Please send that to me. That was badass, bro. That's dope.
That was cool.
Thank you, thank
It
you.
was awesome. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Thank y'all.
Definitely. Thank you for joining, coming back here again. And then, of course, we'll see you on the 18th defending your title.
Keep in mind.
Right. Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
He probably
Cockiness. I know.
He's
Yomo. You probably gonna beat me, bro.
It's a
I
rematch,
surprised
but-
myself today, but we'll see.
And Mr. Brick, I know you
Oh,
have
man.
your live stream tomorrow. So what do you have going on?
Yeah. Well, I want to rematch real quick. Not now, but one of these days, because I want to
Oh, yeah.
earn myself one of those intros. But yeah. So the biggest thing is tomorrow, the Beagle 6 episode 2, or what I like to call it, issue number 2, with Flavio, House of Collectibles. We will be doing episode 2, talking about these figures that were announced just briefly and going more into the DC, what James Gunn is doing. I want to talk a lot about that. And of course, I got Supergirl up there on the thumbnail. Let's go. Some big news there. And I have a lot of games on that as well, just like Gio does on here. And I just like to have some fun. That's what the community is all about, just to have some fun. And yesterday I was on Visions with Shane from 1/6 Figure Focus. And if you have not checked that out yet, go ahead and do so over on his channel. And I do also have a new episode of The Life Lego Built. I believe it's episode number 5 on Saturday. So this coming up Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time as well. And that's more like the life that Lego has built for these people who grow up playing with Lego and building Lego. So it's a little on the other side of 1/6, but there's fun community with that as well. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, come join. Content related other than live streams, I haven't really been focusing on, because this live stream thing really takes a lot of time. But I do have episode 3 of the life, or not the life, Bugle 6, which is every first and third Monday of the month. So a couple weeks after tomorrow. I have Nick's Collectibles on. And then I, of course, have my boy Gio. So we're going to do a 4-way, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go.
It definitely will be. It definitely will be. We have Mr. Christian Gomez. So what do you have going on?
Yeah, so as you guys know, we at the Wapu Show, we stream every Wednesday. or Tuesday, sorry. So we'll actually be covering. It looks like Brick's covering too, but we'll be talking about Superman Legacy. There's been a lot of stuff coming out in terms of castings and stuff. Shout out Supergirl. I was totally excited for that. But yeah, be sure to check us out, guys. We'll be streaming this Tuesday. We actually have a giveaway. So we'll be giving away one of the Batman flares that was made by Broke On Toys, Mr. Quan himself. If you guys haven't seen that, it's pretty dope, man. Hoping I can snag one of those myself. But yeah, just keep a lookout too. Follow us on our Instagram. We've been doing the Vinyl of the Week reels as well. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check those out, be sure to check them out. We'll try to keep those steady going. But yeah, and then additionally, I just want to say thanks, Gio, for inviting me on the channel, man. It was a good time. I always like kind of laid back vibes where we can kind of just talk about stuff. It's not really, it's more so just chilling and kind of just talking about some of the stuff that we love. So I really appreciate it. It was nice meeting all you guys in person, man. And hopefully we'd love to get you guys on our channel anytime you guys want to drop by, man, for sure.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, Christian. So I just really appreciate all you guys on here. Everyone who comes on here as guests, I really do appreciate that. The streams, the shows are not anywhere near as entertaining or fun, what if I were to do this by myself. So I'm glad I'm able to have you guys on here. So thank you so much for being on the show here. And then as far as what I have going on, so next week on February 11th, Sunday night, which is Figures Talk, I'm not doing it because I'm not going to compete with the NFL. So Super Bowl Sunday, I will be watching the Super Bowl, but no Figures Talk next Sunday. But on Saturday, I will have the Met Report. The Met Report will come back February 10th, show about movies, entertainment, television, news. And I have Miss Ben Thomas, which I recently found out that that's not his real name. The Ben Thomas show will be on the show, and then I'll see if I can get some other guests to join as well. Because, like I said, I'd like to have more people on there. So that's Saturday, February 10th, and then of course on February 18th, Figures Talk. We're gonna have Danny versus Yomo in a rematch for the Figures Talk Championship. So is Danny going to retain his title, or are we going to have a new champion?
Let's go.
I guess we'll find out. And then I'll make your intro, Yomo. You have your little intro.
I just got one question, brother.
Yeah.
Do you bleed?
Are you ready?
That's a question for Yomo, right?
Ladies and gentlemen.
I got 2 words for you. No, I'm just
Can I get a hell yeah?
Right. And then February 17th, that's the Saturday before that championship. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a Met Report episode as well, but I don't have any details about that one yet. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for again joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. I really, like I said, enjoy having guests, you guys on here. So thank you so very much for that. And then for the live chat or people who are watching live, thank you so much for still watching this. This was a really long stream today, and then hopefully you guys watch the replay. Go ahead and do that. And that is it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.